machi ya cheche obia bebia obia na no pay eba program yi as 05515 99933 05515 99933 any WhatsApp line. Also the video and eba 0244 263902 0244263902 and a video line abitimi de on semno afaso abrain Montana de Tony yenko wana family no nsem kakra ebrain matches because Europe na Chelsea Assemble Granny Brighton Chelsea esomo e kamiensa omo entimi anse adabraka Chelsea all right we any matches about so and any weekend in no matches about so pre-match ni post-match ni nsensem ni no Tony aboabo ni no e de brain na fi ya bafi ya behwe nsem ahodo anso ekoso ewo eye efie edoso ni no efa pole wonya ne baby eko nyame yadoma ochina na 1 week no eba so ewo Heroes Park mpanimfo pi na aba osai krum ha abema eye kumasi asante ko abusuano yako akoma abusuafo enso yako enra and the Minister for Youth, Minister for Sports and Recreation, Honorable Kofi Adams, and so Ebekan Yensa, Ewo Osei Krumha, Onantipi, Okwasantiko, Okwasue, Okomensia, Ekochia, Opimso, Otumfo Setu, na Nsempi, and Enso Ekoso, Eho. Opimso Nsempi, Etu, Jam Pamcho, Yabasa Tini na Bium, Ene Anopei, Najin Chekakra. Yenso ye wo efa nsam no ho no ye de atuja honorable esan ekwa abusua for ho ne yire ne ho ne maame ho na nsam pi na ni nyina no ebeto dwa ye de emu nsam ebrem 0551599933 0551599933 0244263902 eno eye video Montana the Tony
Godfather
ati say
nyame adom award winner na so e
ko padom me ho de papa
ye nyame ase
kajagume and there were 3 hours
Godfather ye nante ye ma tiefo ene ahefo akwaba e na so tell a friend to tell a friend say final whistle jumadi ne airborne ye call amonane entu betimi de o message abama say Johnny Abejafo so aye ho adwuma kama won call for cross nsam no ye nhase enfree America enra friendly game eba so Inter Miami etwa Orlando City match ne kowie 2-2 enti Orlando City and a striking first Inter Miami ebeteka Orlando City etwa so enyamo second goal ma Inter Miami ya pompa wie additional time referee at the 4 minutes eto so emu na Inter Miami eteka ema match no koye draw into match highlight no and I wo hwe e wo Kessben television so enipa over 42,000 neba ye Tampa Bay ebehwe Messi on Thursday wa bra Inter Miami omo enso ene Orlando City ekon atipenkon eka mienu na onum se Javier Mascherano be so team no no the last 5 friendly games are wa bono omo win 4 and omo a draw back omo ashe 5 goals no ma conceding omo ashe 12 goals a conceding 5 18 so far so very good for Javier Mascherano and Inter Miami na one player enra na obia ekoso akohwe no Lionel Messi enra Messi arrival ye all field no so no na enye easy obi apesa ohu Messi mo mienko na yenhwe the arrival of Leo Messi e wo Tampa mo mienhwe Messi Samba no bia bese ofra no bia bese ohun Messi nti Messi eba park no so man be ye shake up no now during the game Messi wambo full 90 obo 75 minutes Messi e free mu no obi asori ebo Messi omo bo mo sama Messi mo me enko Messi a standing ovation me enko ne enko kakra bi
on this final night before it gets real here in Tampa. Messi through towards Pico on 75 minutes on this final night. before it gets real here.
75 minutes, Messi every muno, and I will not standing ovation. Obia pese, Messi ampa, Messi eba vast day, ewa Tampa, and our supporters now sorry, I want applaud Leo. Na yanko Manchester Airport, Cristiano Ronaldo, ni CR7 private jet, ni NYS sporty ye, ewa Manchester Airport, wa way Ronaldo in private jet, enwada na esi the city of Manchester Airport, wa enti way CR7 private jet, na ko forecast Ronaldo free Saudi Arabia, aba Manchester Chrome. Now, so we will Ronaldo or the private jet no or the arranging probably or being arranged Manchester Chrome war and another row. The private jets, and our here into or the year for rentals. Over to me, I'm behind, over time, rented now, or they are coming to be rented and they capture here. Our Manchester, our airport, or young Remo, our Brazil, our national team said Neymar is back. Now, no Ana Louis, now Zero Delima, original Ronaldo free Brazil, no, SM, any Brazil for any pillar for Pima, making me so I build on my team, no, not first, no, now Quaco, yeah, Vinny Junior. Any others say name Manankasa Abba and Neymar Daha Nasser Vinicius and so a Dahua a pillars are coach and bet me up build a strong team Wabra Odi Vinicius and then a Neymar a block no nothing with me a sorry beam empty Louis Zero Dilemma Judy said Neymar bow up back out of a ball our Brazil league in the form a Basro dear a good news at my Brazil and so a national team no Neymar yet say why willing possess or sign pro contract agreement with FC Barca only in a dream and he said after 5 months or 5 months he Brazilian league now winter window no buy here summer or be returning to Europe now Barca and the club of so sans ekobiem ti se a obenya mpaka Barca and then sign pre agreement na o assure mo say den ya eya summer obetimi adjoine Barca wo enso a club no Xabi Alonso by Leverkusen coach and or prepare for big game omo and Bayern Munich now it's a Bayern Munich and Leverkusen share especially under Xabi Alonso ayana den pass Bayern Munich omo ebetimi edin kunim na what me say Xabi Alonso our agreement with Leverkusen say anytime Madrid ebeba calling Madrid ebeba na so yes omo hiane so omo coach and famo omo no obetimi agene dwumadi ato as head coach Eddie Ama Leverkusen or some agreement no with the club into send Madrid say omo ne Carlo part way san Xavi akonya so betimi abre replace no ewo Real Madrid omo aso ye nebom Carlo Ancelotti as a stance now Real Madrid board no ewo ne mu gidie pa until say enema beje gudie ono an ene manager omo trust ne say obetimi ede omo akọ the promised land or tried and tested or buy no why adwuma this year big watches no all city and what timi share the rest in the best in po draw now so Madrid mu gidie say omo slow status latter part of the season no na omo keka omo ti Xabi Alonso betwen kakra because Carlo Ancelotti Madrid penny for no e won mu gidie ye papa enra na Jamal Musiala the contract no or stand there e de Emma Bramini be kan on sempi na onim said I am feeling contract until June 2030 and Jamal Musiala contract no e be running out na sika urgent per year gross no 25 million euros na in the release clause valid until summer 2028 number 175 million euros na 2029 the release clause no 100 million euros into open in 2028 175 2029 100 million euros release clause share Jamal Musiala the contract no eno enne obehu no so anase ebekọ say Bayern Munich etwa Leverkusen ewo Bay Arena ewo German Bundesliga yenwura mu eno Brighton Chelsea passa in the Premier League Friday night football Chelsea for some Thursday and Brighton for no emane passa poto Emma Chelsea check out the control Mitoma what a player long searching ball from the goalkeeper na more control no Mitoma control ball no na Trevor Chalobah or Chem na fi Mitoma the ball no out net enra o she baako ɛna Minte enya 2 goals o share brace into Chelsea elusu akame ensan omo entimi anya ho hwe now we said the entire game 90 minutes na Chelsea omo ambo even a single shot on target just 5 days ago in the FA Cup Chelsea elusu 2-1 to Brighton in 2 games Brighton share Chelsea by 5 goals to 1 into match highlights no and over our Kessben television so now after the game Enzo Maresca ejutum pass eno ade amfa ama Chelsea na omo ye so sorry and disappointed results eno a Chelsea enyaye momientie Enzo Maresca Chelsea omo manager.
So a disappointing result tonight. What did you make of it?
Oh yeah, really a disappointment, especially in the moment that we are, 14 games to go before tonight game, 4th on the league, winning tonight, you can go 1 point from the third, you can make the gap bigger with the rest, and the performance has not been good. So we are very, very upset, very sorry, especially for the fans that they were here, but in general, because this is not the performance that we need to offer in this moment of the season.
Where specifically
Enzo Maresca patch us we are sorry performance on performance or send community edan into a Chelsea near Enzo Maresca and a patch na Minte on a share 2 of the 3 goals about brace at the Chelsea. After the game, Minte, any goalkeeper of Brighton, so Ekasai. Now, almost win way, a very good, a vast day present. Now, almost at the Amamo supporters, no Minte, player at the man Brighton, and after the 2 goals, no messenger or the bar bonting Suni.
Danny Welbeck.
I think the compactness with the team, they always try to communicate with me, push me. Every time when the first half is finished, the whole team come to me, hey, keep going, it's not enough. So I always try to listen to them because he's behind me. He helps me a lot also, with the communication, like left, right. So it's good.
And you come to England, you come to Newcastle, and then you immediately...
Move call left, move call right. Na mi to man so ena machire Chelsea for the passanti ena kamiensa ena Brighton for the Eddie good Chelsea on net Danny Welbeck ena na niteki all form ye papa after the game Danny Welbeck so Eddie be so say o my yard pass watch Chelsea kamiensa the Blues o mentimi nsimu aje.
He does it so many times in the games and he's got a way of evading the defender with his first touch, and it's not something it's done by luck. It's something that he's worked upon throughout his whole career, and he's only getting better at it.
And tell us about Jan Kuba. How much talent is there in those boots, and does he owe both of those goals to you today?
Do you know what? I think he does owe both of them today to me. To be fair, I'm waiting for the return, but I'm just so pleased that we got the win today. 3 points was so important for us and puts us now on the right track.
I'm so pleased. It's Chelsea. Elusu Brighton 3 points plus of 3 goals. Where Danny take you back in someone so Eddie Etuja and game no cost and no ni Madueke. We prior enti Madueke went to Antwerp game so a hamstring injury. Yanti and say 1 tenefia anche kwan be 2-3 weeks there. No ni Madueke and so timi sia kan emfa matches na Jamie Carragher a former Liverpool player. Also Kofi Adams Chelsea project way e be so aba just in 3 years time, in 4 years time. Also debut sad time no best players no awantimi ntwen owe Cole Palmer or your Wallen so obe giving it all. Now I say Chelsea best start any results after 3 years no such players no twen home where brand colleagues any other clubs edge trophies into Chelsea anhwe ni ye na e kase team no time ni nyanson ye nkwada with time ebeba na afeba kwatwam mienu atwam miensa twam best players ni entera other clubs akọ compete for trophies weighing any football. Jamie Carragher at the Ama Chelsea now like Remy or a former Chelsea striker and also Chelsea and him no bite a JBN ho also my best striker and who are doing our waiting out tormented defenders are go on or the mushe and the chromo name Jean-Philippe Mateta obo edema Crystal Palace striker no ne ho ade ye papa e was Chelsea for ekofane na nim ho no obegina ho tontena woto ede ema Chelsea. Sandro Tonali eye Italian obo ede ema Newcastle. According to new agent also several clubs efrim eye Italy aba say omo ba befa Tonali back to the Italian league. Nanso officer abani na Newcastle are reject ya body per se will stay on Newcastle until the end of the season. Ruud van Nistelrooy Leicester City manager for several years boy Man United and Sir Alex Ferguson and Yakubu Sansen manager Ben and the greatest manager in the history of the Premier League or say no doubt. I said Alex Ferguson and the best manager in the history of the Premier League. Now Kylian Mbappe so another presentation Emmanuel Real Madrid best player for January and another and a year ceremony no course award none and an inside 18 akaye Mbappe J and oda Madrid say every month and who be here pass obetimi anya so much wins at the ama Real Madrid Football Club and players no with all humility or do be better say give best give them all for this batch. Na Nebisa Carlo Ancelotti had of a Madrid and no Sasuna game no say Ayampa say Rudiger and David Alaba back for this game no so and then match no there about too early for some players no name next game Wednesday Real Madrid and Man City no Rudiger available Alaba available and Lucas Vazquez and so available on Wednesday. Madrid ebenya a better defensive shape against Man City and so a club no Yanko Barca so ye Femi Lopez Barca player now or say or than the parents I see papa now or see the parents no I sacrifice a lot ne father now or drive several hours so them say oh yeah kwadana bobo broshira Ghana ha and ye jai eman kwadano di eco training na managers no coach teams no coach omo abrochie de obano osana oko training just a wangasa osone inside the call on train ema training ye over obo match so just on train my match no so over or sene papa na or drive for several hours not the co training na or the naba do match den so na or the na control sene parents deserve a lot omo and so aye edi amano na Barca last game against Sevilla okonya red card or say ahanu ye papa na so a learning process or the beya adjustment next time on for sa tackle ne biem na Barca epese omo and Robert Lewandowski and Inigo Martinez so etimi etwa so enti sa players no contract no Barca ebe extended by 1 more year Lewandowski Inigo Martinez afterwards no na new players Barca ebe prioritize omo signings no Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and after Jules Koundé. Wemo any players miensa Barca saying after Lewandowski and Inigo Martinez no omo contract no make me extend at the amomon Clement Lenglet Barca player obolon ama Atletico Madrid na Atletico fan person omo fan permanently enunti omo ne Barca negotiate sika yet no 15 million euros enuni sika ATM wollen some betua at the ama Barcelona Ruben Amorim United omo manager or said or you're under pressure because results of late in Koye, Man United big into your coach, Nanyaman far. Definitely pressure about so. Ruben Amorim, Man United manager, and way and in summer or the two.
Every game until the end of the season is a big game for us. We need to improve the way we play football, but especially we need to win. No matter what, we need to win. And for that, we need to improve the way we play football. I said since the day one, our focus is to win the Premier League, and we can change everything in a few years. I don't know how long it's going to take. In this moment, we are in a difficult situation.
Man United manager in summer no so Eddie Etudra and no say United omo games are when no a big one sir. Omo timi afford say omo ebelusu na pressure so abane so Mikel Arteta coach Emma Arsenal. Or say onim situation no chacha and what to gamble say summer Arsenal fan first strike for biamba and I winter yin so I went to my comment with a strike and the players almost striking so pina so a prepare so ya aware say chacha and what Mikel Arteta addressing media no in this way.
I understand that, but I mean, we had 2 strikers, or with Leo 3, with Gabi and Kai, you know. So if now we have to look at other teams that they have 4 or 5 strikers. I don't know how many there are in Europe, you know. So we had strikers. Well, the risk is always there because we play a sport that is very demanding, it's a lot of contact, and on top of that, we are demanding them more and more and more. And some teams are going to have a competition as well with the...
Mikel Arteta, ono, Arsenal for manager. Na, Remo, Liverpool, so yeah, Anna slot intimate and bench against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Enti hetting Ghana veteran bench na G Liverpool GD pass match where match omuntimi entoto na se omo belus nti kwan bia so omo call for win na Zaire Wilfred also ebo edi ema PSG Zaire Emery and Liverpool and Yam prepare omo for next season ebetimi abo omo club ne pa Roma officially omo early complain akon because referee they didn't steal on the D match at Porto and Roma a ball draw almost say referee show 8 yellow cards now before say Porto Benjamin equalizer no was come change referee no amasa change na maso mu and FC Porto e dey take omo official complaint e dey ama UEFA Inter Milan omo e big game over the weekend against Juve na Marcus Thuram on the one turn it is how much way or unavailable now next year Mediterranean Marko Anatovic and Korea South 3 strikers no Inter Milan ebejo mo kwan na Anderson so etimi aba na what Juve any Inter match no Renato Vega Chelsea defender or Bolon at the Ama Juve or say ochina match against Inter no and you can say omo etimi elusi kwan bia so must win at the man Juventus omo football club no Pep Guardiola say 1 bad season in 8 or 9 years and then for count SMP. Now so omo better chain will be omo at 5th. Yes, almost season bad, almost season worse, almost season in kra. Now so omo that FIFA and no and so bad. Liverpool play some form no. Omo beji league nimpa omo nya 100 points. Said here Man City omo nya 102 at the record English Premier League no. Yanko matches no afisa Joe and so Yanko Germany. Another Friday night game about so Bundesliga no Augsburg among any RB Leipzig and a boy and my match no goalless na intense game goalless draw any results no and then Stuttgart any Wolfsburg ebebo na Union Berlin any Mönchengladbach abo Bochum ebetwen Dortmund St. Pauli any Freiburg Leverkusen ebebo Bayern Munich no 5:30 ewon Bay Arena. And I give no a basso. Na league table, Bayern Munich Edikan 54, Leverkusen at the second 46. Into Senna, Bayern Munich Okunya away winner. League no almost BMU 11 clear points. Not just a league no and so etim Adjanesa. Leverkusen person we need here. Just almost share now close in the gap. Now top scorers. Hurricane Asher 21, Omar Mamouche, Ejauko City, Okono, na washe 15 goals, Yenko Italy, N1, Italian Serie A, Bologna, and the Torino boy, March no my 5 goals, Emma Bologna, Eche Torino, Eshomo by 3 goals to 2, and then Ebotua, Atlanta, and the Kaya de Bebo, Lazio between Napoli, na AC Milan, and Verona bo, Ochina Sunday, Fiorentina, and Como, Monza, Ebesha Lecce, Udinese, Ebebo Empoli, Parma, Ebesha Roma, na 7:45, Akakoye, Juventus, and Inter Milan. On Monday, Genoa, and Venezia, Ebesha, Napoli, Edikan, Inter, second, Atlanta, third, Lazio, fourth, Juve, Eda 5th, AC Milan, Eda 8th, Roma, Eda 9th, na on Parma 18th, Venezia 19th, Monza, Etratwa, na Capoca, na Nierino, Rotegio, Atlanta, was 20. Moise Kane, Fiorentina, was 15, Turam, Inter, was 13, Ademola, Lukman, was 10 goals, Yanko Spain, N1 Premier League, Girona Lusufie, Hetafe Koshomo by 2 goals to 1, and then about 1, Leganes, Ebebo Deportivo Alaves, Osasuna, and it reminded the match no 3:15. Atletico Madrid and Celta Vigo ball na Villarreal and Valencia so Asia Ochina Espanyol ne Bilbao Valladolid between Sevilla Mallorca Las Palmas Betis no Sociedad on Monday and a Barca and Rayo Ebesia Real Madrid kind 50 points Atletico Ela second 49 Barca third our 48 points at one Valencia 18th Alaves 19th Valladolid 12 almost just 15 na Pichichi Lewandowski ashe 19, Mbappe was 16, Rafinha was 13. Yanko the English Premier League Enra Brighton share coming Chelsea anti and then about 12:30 Leicester City and then Arsenal ebebo na about 3 Aston Villa and Ipswich, Fulham Everton Train, Nottingham Forest, Man City, Train Newcastle, Southampton, and then Bournemouth, West Ham, Everton Brentford, Crystal Palace, Everton, Ochina Sunday, Liverpool, and 1-200, Tottenham Hotspur, Airport, Manchester City, Liverpool, Edican 57, Arsenal second 50, Nottingham Forest, Edda third 47, Chelsea 4th, Man City, Edda 5th, Newcastle 6th, Bournemouth 7th, Brighton 8th, Aston Villa 9th, Fulham 10th, Brentford 11th, Crystal Palace Edda 12th, Man United Edda 13th, our table so at one Leicester 18th, Ipswich 19th, Southampton Chatwell, Golden Boot, Goalkeeper, Mo Salah 22. Haaland Asher 19, Isaac Newcastle was 17 goals on name Alexander Isaac on name Nottingham Forest almost striker Chris Wood Obia Asher 17 or Honomo French Ligue 1 and not Brest and Auxerre about draw 2-2 and then Marseille Train Saint-Etienne Monaco and then Nantes Toulouse and PSG now Ochina Sunday Montpellier Achen Lyon Lille Ebebo Strasbourg, Le Havre, any Nice, na Rem, any Angers, Abo, PSG, can almost 53 points. Marseille second, 43 in tier 10 points, and a separate the top 2. Nice at the third, and a Monaco at the 4th, Lille at the 5th, Lyon at the 6th of French Ligue 1 table. So award winner our Daroma, call for a cross on some way, so any agina na YDSC.
Ankofo ekroso nsam no Tony Montana say di esi ha na fe ya to so tentem de amamo until further notice I've suspended my support for the Blues. That man Enzo Maresca is really a scam. Also what happened to Nana Pole at Insuatre was really tragic and we don't expect it to happen again. The police should really gather their intelligence well and make sure security is intact at Nana Pole's 1 week celebrations to prevent unforeseen circumstances. Especially security from clubs from Bono area should be doubled or tripled to prevent people who want to take revenge from harming them. Okay, Justice Mampon Asylum Health Center, anyway, Abreya, you want some P, I did a mamo. Yeah, but here, me call a Dr. Megashi. Na say na makudi enkomo kakra. Say why what you say? We say mugwa. Yeah, so
okay, o say.
So why what you
say? Nyango po se woni nyama no ama nipa hu say ampa na me di wachi.
Yes.
Na Dr. Megashi akra me fasa akonyo so da adwusu man hima.
Okay.
Ase.
Na
omo
na santoa
na ya santoa to so mienu
yes
and Ukraine omo hu Dr. Magashi ndo na omo ani agi
okay
na yakoje abasubodin bi enya asam ketwa
wow
ma abasubodin ni sole ye no ahemfu mpanifo ene o enya asam ketwa
wow
ye board Dr. Magashi di ase eho na da na ebutu obie abrante ni ye ne je no
wow
enti Dr. Magashi
o friend ma me no ko mi aba no
oh
yes
we are very good
no nya gro kra
oba otumi je Ghana si ho
yes
abra mema nyina ehun ka ho nyankopon hira ne papa de me pese me mani pa hun sisi ane se ye wo enipa bebre wo no ma omo yare na eyesunsum ade ena apart from sunsum yade kra no ye wo yare bi wo no betime nya no hunamu but de wo ni boni tumi be esum enti se wo to anamo bi na se wo bobra e wo se wo dikan hu wapomoden eni ade wo se dikan hiam se wo kan Bible no Psalm 41 the verse number 5 down now o kire se ni pasa wo yale da ho a won krofo kra na o matwa ho hia no so o mo betena se no mo behwe wa ase mo kan se akwa we kra da be no obewu ma ne dian yere fi asase so obi onum kwa na oba kra na o se Bible se to pia bonten a no a started to yesumu so obi kra ma bebo no aka che nipa se akwa we oda ho ye de wa na obewu nten be ya face kan to ho enti de Dr. Magashi mi kenyina ne se opani enipa emfa wo time ndi agro So when you solidificate so say kima e was so di kan hwe time ebra ukuta ne bre no wo de yeden wo bre nsu na yade e start say e keka wo to hoi ye won panifo bre on my ne omo oska da ho but bi nua wo ma pomuden aye omo ye na
koyo
apomuden ai tise odwene ho onye de onte ase nipa se bi wo ahonde no abayifo no to me the promise and faith disappointment to anim
yeah
di onu no so no se bi onu nso ewa sika na sebi onu nso obobra no onu nso ne de apomode ohia endo brother Sami energy say ohia Dr. Magashi award na say na onu kra so be enum kra de e de am because omu tichiri no omu hwe nsem na eba na no omu hwe adanse eba Dr. Magashi was say you che o man nyina enti say yade tu obi so na yade e na e hawo na o yade ne sunsum hye chiri yade na da wo so no wanu madura entimi nko wakoha me de me kanie to anamon bra Dr. Magashi wo yo kumasi mazi makru ena akra nso ye kaswa prison junction takra de ye wa panwan kejibri government school wo saa na takwa ye wo bogoso udu bogoso akase wo power line techima mfo nyina nko techima henswa number ni 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 enipa bia no emani mfa ne time mfa ndi agro because Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15 no was munhwe mo nantie na munhwe madaji time na ye kan opani ye de apomodin na ye dwuma wa asase so nyina yede asumdue na ye dwuma wa asase so nyina se nipa se wo yale na se wo ni asumdue a opani wankasa kra wo nu hu se wo ba wiase nyankopon kan jiro bi se macho wo yare enti me hu mo body wa ko heaven no enti sada sanketi sanka onka o Job chapter 14 the verse number 16 no wo se afi de nyankopon kan wa namon wa titire oboni a wudi nyina de ahye botom enti da obewu no ahwe egu anim enti opani nipa apomode hu hia ade ba ko e ha adwempa ne se emema sebi ye wo Ghana hasisia no se wo munya infection ni gonorrhea syphilis a ebi wono ma ono madu na se ade ne se brasia enkunwie ne wayi nani eno bo sa afi no wunyi no na obe ma yankasa no efon meka mema omo be ma so ate ene emma ba ho beka che mi se Dr. Magashi koso ne kasa asemu echire mema opani nipa bebre wono mo ni man tia se de mo tibo nsam jimo because of na mo ni mo ntimi na problem e kwa wariem na wale go bebre ba nyina no mo na ye mema sebi obe wale oba to dem ne bedu dem no no oni ni ntimi na emma ye nipa bia nsam no ade ne ha ni pia ontimi nka because o ka ni pina so o ka so okodwom no okwa eyi a wa dwen ne se okwa akofo wachi enti wote ho no e ha no woni mu but o ka nkyerɛw emma bebre wono ma nukure no mbe ma fonfon enu na Ezekiel chapter 23 verse 20 dika say ye won nkofo bi wono ma mo yire no ne omo mpra no kai omo ex omo be ma te fumponko be ma ne se fumponko be ma na titi oho efom titi na be nu ye mpenso enti de ye ka ne se wo de ne se ahonde ne wo fom a ebia na esu abata ahonde no sa asa afon asa atwe afim enu na Dr. Magashi ka kire osem se nipa bi ti sa to anamo ne bra sometimes de ya na ewo mu ne se ukwa prostate na nkasa prostate ni say start say honhon na eye kese a prostate ni sha say titriti e wo ya ase ho say titriti sa na afeno bo so wo mema ye na nkasa no semen na wo say ka wo mema ni hia na wo sperm no etimi di nya honde no ni nyina no prostate ni timi produce enu na man pedifo bro no bema fonfon onu atena so mo hwe size ni say the city first na onu ahu say twia na atwikom enti na emma akura no so oba tena se woni be man tumi na wo mu kura no edu be mo problem na think kan timitiko ya wade be kan clitoral disuse atrophy so oba oni ose me de me ne be ma mi ana no sebi omo ba no ade na ebia so keto na tumi fon na ye na fi ho te bedu be no oni atenka kura be ma ko no ho ana ni nje enu sa de ni nyina yade Dr. Magashi to anamo ne bra ne ye mwa ena obi a diabetes woni modem obi a wanya pressure tena wo so che na eboaboa no widie nima ebegu ani nkosu so ye beka cho say 10 da ni so enti obi a pressure na ni so bia no ye ka ne say a third awani so ma pressure ne cha na afi na beda ne glaucoma opani to anamon bra Dr. Magashi wo ansan eni no adum ti wani ne esaya ye obabi on my ni say du a ye ntimi ne ho hwe enti de ye pese ma wo hu ne say Dr. Magashi de adwuma pa ne modern ma ye bo nyina ne say eka ye nko anka ne nka nipa nyina nya hoto ma bebro no ma fibroid e na e ha omo obi on so ne menses na nkasa kra ne embe yie obi on ma infection na start didi ne ho nkakra odi nduo hihye ase so enye nduo nyina na de hye ase o so odi nduo hihye ase pie bedu baabi kra no atenka atekọ bedu baabi na infection na e wosa nka wonu madu ayekọ no afa wonu madu kwan enko enti Dr. Magashi de so wo kuma se hanom a de ehia ne so beka se me ko Dr. Magashi wo yo kuma se amazi makru fa makru jom kwan ka se wo police house akra me fi munko kaswa prison junction wo mo takra de eya pawan Kessben government school ade wo se mutrase na mudwene ho se ye wo sunsom yade abaifu e wo wiase nyina community a yade on beto de ama wo no se wenye sunsom nim difo betimi abo wa asem beto Dr. Magashi ntimi yade bi asem sunsom hye ana so how ni amani wo no ba Dr. Magashi tin two time so wo kan Matthew chapter 19 verse 12 was in krofo bi onum kwada wo ntimi nwale ya enipa na aye omo sa adenti nkofo bi onum ntimi nwale nipa na aye omo sa eye nipa ben so anta obi onum na wawe na nkasa sunsum kwada ma tena so obi onum o matam infection dia man sa infection no sunsum ne wale wonti wode egu enim ase sunsum ne betima wale otimi di infections ato so di yare bone ato so ma manhwe yi a oba be ya akwa de amani param enti Dr. Magashi de ye okumase mazi makro number no e 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 ye okumase mazi makro akra ye kaswa prison junction takwa de ya pawan Kessben government school so wo techima hensa so wo bogoso ye bogoso power line Dr. Magashi de ye asema ye kanyina ne say so wutu anamon na se wo ba ho a de nyame se ye mfa de nyame de amaye no eno ne be yama wo na mefa sa akonya wesu aka kire excellency John Dramani Mahama say so wo be yi obi abeda bibidrofo ano a yini pa asabi wo adwumanim Dr. Magashi me so wo de mi se bibidrofo nyina so wo Ghana ha Messi heba na sin twin dia mo man Ghana Messi heba na sin twin e dia mo man Ghana because me person man Ghana fo hu say yensu ye de na ye wo no yenye ne yi na abrofo no mefa nkwa na yensu ye kofo mo de ba de omo de osika na omo de ba no ne de bia ye da akwakofa enti Dr. Magashi de yade bi eto so ne yade da wa bra bom yade egu enu ase no wotu na mobile ho a 18 to time number ni 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 baby ye djuma fiti dwada ko pememenda Kumasi ye mazi makro akra ye kaswa prison junction takra de eya pawan Kessben government school omo mo tachima nyina na tachima hensa ena omo mo takwa bogoso nyina na bogoso power line de ye pese ye mani pe huni emfa yade enko wom ema yade ema ye nyiwu mfinipem ema yade ense wa brabo because nipa bebre wono ma sebi utumi so weni nyamfo pa ye se obi asole fini dua so a yade chi wo beta ba asole fi dua so empedifo bebre wono ma no kure no mo ko yade so obi nya stroke na oda ho na ne to ase na nkokom nyina utumi sole nante a eno ne so be fa na ba Dr. Magashi wo so ukoto dwe pa na se usisia na se wa chinkasai eno ne so be to na maba wan kura na pia enkola nketewo nyina se me pia bonte a enkola no Dr. Magashi adie pese ma ohunu se to anamo ne bra yade bia ye besa ma e ma wonso ohu ato erade nsa nyina
onshira ye nyina amen Dr. Magashi na ede ninsami ede abrɛ mo friend numbers no mo ni nkomo ne de no enye honam ani yade nko a ne de no sunsum enso account spiritual Magashi enyasam kido ene wafa no ho bruta all right Dr. Magashi enso eno no mo friend na mo no eni enkomo ye trust na ye hwe eya ma no ninsam no mu kakra ye ba de aka ni nyina no ebe ye fisem fridge ada bepem ene memendai ensema hodo a apiepie no enra Ghana Football Association omone Ghana Police Service eye consultative meeting bi ewo police headquarters wo na enye asem ketwa kra ni nyina no match day safety and security protocols no ho ensensem akukudam nyina no ebetwahia honom Ghana Police mpanimfo Ghana Football Association mpanimfo CAF mpanimfo kra omo awidra security ni protocols no security ni safety protocols no omo nyina no ebabi kwa ombefa so a sesei sansensem no ensibiom na stadia hodo no bambo no ebekosoro yie papa enra sa meeting no ekoso yakoba yede honsem kakra enso betudwa wa opese oka honsem no utimi ede eba sanso na esco no approve match day safety protocols no Ghana Football Association na otwimu na omo eshia sports minister ene no twetwe enkomo pi GFA eba kumasi asantikro anaso ewo osei krom ha GFA eko eshia kotoko NCC no enso regional minister enso abe visit Kumasi Asante Kotoko sanso enoko pole abusuafie enso koche abusuafo enyina enra honorable Kofi Adams enso ebae p ena ekoso die na ekoso secretariat wo die na ekoso ewo pole abusuafo ho na ono de otoaso eko manhia ekochia opemso na nsamben ena ono so di tudwa na nsamben so ena yenyina yewura opemso enso ede tudwa ye kwaba local stories no ye obi mamoyie papa ye betie de course wo ho nyina obi so was suspending the support for Chelsea SMP no be busa say free hifa if players no if free management if free him for if free coach him for why pa na ekoso the AC ewo Chelsea no and then matches p ho nyame yad mo china enso ebi ho abidafo mo akwa bana fi yingran sem muntentem na mfa de kan nyina na local stories so obi aho ye de na honya de nesi wanim ne nya de anga betum awie nti once out me finish here ne de
me dem
ho ye pa
o de pass so amita ochi
ye wo rom tentem nsan bebre ne ye do no ya
o ti chase ase no mti friend
na message ba ko no obusa say coach ana players ana team rurafo ana coach 3-0
coach coach you know
Mariska.
Yeah. Wow. Last year, I think 28th September, and at Chelsea and Brighton we in a share. Almost share and Kopama about 4 goals. And at Chelsea share Brighton. After that time, the Baby seen Chelsea and Brighton about 2 games. Back we 2-1. And I know almost last 2 games against Chelsea. Almost Chelsea 5. Until Chelsea Fabian Hosler Shunya dear. In the 2 games, no more boy, no Kopama to me boy and derby, because there was a plan for him. Baby Obefabiano, whether Eshelwood, Carlos Beleba, Yakubu Minta, the 3 players among crowded, more valued, and in as much as he himself Kopama is very good, you know, we need that level of game. Yet not those people around him will be free. He's not at that level. Because he's still a potential hoping so be get it to the very top. And so our Chelsea team now, Kopama na Shadow, na Nicola Jackson aba, na Nodi Madu Kaba in terms of the Premier League. Nicola Jackson ho. And goes to no do na ya na Kopama so. So the plan was simple. Chelsea weakness no omo back line no. So you make sure say weakness no one defense no and only a advantage. No, key player on the field of play. No, let's play him out. And it was simple. And the setup, the structure, the arrangement, and the disposition was so clear. The roles were clearly defined. And Chelsea bread. And to play Kopama out and you are good to go because you know Jadon Sancho is a good player. But he's always good when the team is playing well, unless you don't know him. So also team unkoye. But obi me you free situation it is not Sancho. Onye that type of a player. So what's the name of my day? No di badoke onuru sa level no. And Christopher Nkuku, you know, it didn't son. Obi a cast Yemen the opportunity to play. I agree he's not number 9. But the games are on the conference league or the goal baby no more wings or more central midfield. He play as number 9. Until be expecting Kobe against Adam Webster and Bahek went to me. Until Enzo Maresca did you know after Everton comment no pass here and one and uncle Chelsea in penny for no years on be the coin. Then no comment no some before game no and no quite there West. Say after spending 1 billion in the market, Chelsea fans then hear the next 5 years. And after the game, and I said this is the worst Chelsea performance since he has owned the position. Intimitoma, Danny Wobeck, and who said Trevor Chalubamu, a chill them. Into Unya Bona Fatu to Omuntim no Muntimi because they lack that balance. I'll be here from them. Levico Amuni sa quality no. So let's take advantage of that. Now, you know, Danny Wobeck born was say boy now we move baby crambo Premier League nibi. But still Oshe Bola all bona for Jackson, for Zegzi, for Hoyland, for other strikers in the Premier League na her baller. Abranti offended Danny Wobeck airball. Enti Enzo Maresca na a problem no, you know, and you be because one more beer who said Chelsea team in your big team. One more beer who said Chelsea team more dache and this is CA. 5 years as same and an argument was so.
So man 2 years say on for more Champions League. And you know on the outside adwuma dey man no on failure. 2 years dey man say on more Champions League. In this year wa more next year na so when to me am more next season na just say we fail.
Ono so say ono so mo 5 years. Ono akro ya. O say mo 5 years. You know, the fact that you've been given 2 years, that's not mean when you need a striker, go for a winger. The fact that you've been given 2 years, does not mean that when a quality centre back is there, going for an average centre back. No. 2 years now, dear man, so or year, you know, playing the Champions League not far from Chelsea rich. No. Not Chelsea that second. And then Omo team national back feeder and Oma. So I agree he's just around the Champions League. But this kind of performance cannot take him to the Champions League. You are struggling against Fulham. You are struggling against Wolves. You are struggling against Brighton. Into one and no. Any team can say, say Manchester City chawa. We agree Manchester City, at least as much as they have experienced player than Chelsea. But what about those clubs that are struggling, but Chelsea again is struggling to beat them? Into Enzo Maresca, Mijitum said, Jumano, onye far from rich. But I'm saying that this kind of performance, you know, Jadon Sancho more the boy we don't team unless you don't know Sancho. So what's the game why? No. Or no, he play for a less pressure team, he will perform. The reason why I call Dortmund no be he didn't know. But a demanding club, he has shown he cannot deliver for a demanding club. Obama United say, Obama Chelsea say, or starting Obama flashes, the tricks, the showboating is there, the step overs were. But if you want a consistent performance from Sancho, I'm sorry. Ain't coach need to rush these players and you know these guys are not delivering.
And now blame Nipano, now blame the no Kofasa coaches no man.
No,
football in for by how many coaches no most say? Ubia momode, ubia nyade. The day the coaches in now blame woman. Them mom the Kofa coaches in the band there on their own money, own carriage.
Okay, good. Or the coach in the buy. You find the same Maresca in this level. You know. Maresca ye best statistics o hu say we Nicola Jackson free wa obi antimi man goals e wo anim because Maggie onye Chelsea material Christopher Nkuku omo naida o hu say the central defense Levi Cowell Fofana Badiashile DSC these are not the rare guys who you expect them as a Chelsea nko money on betimi but you know ye man a chance on kwa bontin cover players no cover players e wo position na e ho fail no sa cover players na e biaba. I'm not saying the decision of Todd Bowley and Paul Westerly had been masterstroke. Me obi onim bia nim say my position had been clear. Say Sir Pep Guardiola students na yes so almost no mo nya ade. And you know, obi any stance. And I never subscribe to Enzo Maresca coming to Chelsea. I felt a far better and advanced or experienced trainer would do. It was from Ateta, Maresca, in the last 2 seasons. So you don't build a team like that. And the last say and as a Franco analysis on that say you don't build a team by sacking all players. No. It is said you see how Maresca chance on Kofa Wingaba. Whilst there's a loophole in your central defense, there's a loophole in your attack. So for me, he's the one to blame. Okay. You know, Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United are both. Now, these are two teams that are more de any straw and more de baby shape. So actually, Tottenham almost injuries are how mopa. Andy Postecoglou, Mancasa, Munyana, Crown, Mumpo before Frobra. Now, Tottenham fans, and almost coaching Mumia problem. The problem is that in the last 25 years, they have one trophy. Inti Daniel Levy mum, and a more debo and so any. To only Mumunya team no Kofu Bimra, no Mame Jumano. For me, the materials are coach Fernando Postecoglou. A deserving has been provided. But results no na say you know a bit me a Juma mo bien say Alice or Juma. For their backline, Destiny Odogi Epra. Christian Romero is not available. Mickey van der Ven is not available. Inti wash your backline a Pedro Pozo Nkwana beba. Vicario will be back. Into goalkeeper number 7 back. Inti Pedro Pozo will be on the right. Now on the left side, just Spence by Onya gave to be but Nancy on the ebo, so just Spence ebebone dabreo. Now Gray will spare Van der Ven and midfield and also. You know, say oh sha Bentako Pra and Papi Sa Abakakra Bisuma Abakakra. The Janko Lezeski. Matthias Tell is likely to start. So you mean on the left and probably Solenke Ebeli Dilano in a 4-2-3-1 on the room. Manchester United on the other hand. Almost game I only did it on Berry and no Macquaco in it. Inti I told the beer I no more prediction editing. But in recent times, almost a performance, no, you know, almost why they blew hot and cold. Games be say I no be a try so beating I don't know. Inti esa how do you share say individual players within the ranks, no, how would they fare? Obia nim say coach that's take it to the back line and the three back now the beer now. Bruno Fernandes has been on and off. Joshua Jaggi is gradually picking. But the Spence were Jumaye to stop Amad Diallo. And it's likely Garnacho will start this particular game. It games that I think that I'm holding in Abaka could now both side defense. So, midfield in Juma be into what defense liberty me I Juma Deno, you know how you survive. Two teams will be considered. And if you look at the last game, Tottenham played against Aston Villa. Tottenham conceded Saniman Koyim Famum. United also conceded. It's over 1.5 and I'm doing this particular game. Double chance for Tottenham Hotspur at home. Arsenal a bug.
Let me add watching 4:30. Watching 4:30 na sa game ne basu. Tottenham Manchester United.
Newcastle United a bug against Manchester City where it had. The first leg emu ye Dema City. And obi watching Newcastle United against the big teams in be bet testify the kind of performance almost Dema this season. Pep Guardiola says Isaac is a fantastic player. We say Bruno Guimaraes is the real deal and he's been consistent for 4 seasons. But it's a guy people should watch out for him. You Manchester City against Real Madrid. Anko ye emomulu suye. Manuela Kanji pra Rico Luis Ban went me and Yajuma baby. When you are playing against Newcastle United, what you mean also one to stop their three midfielders. Sandro Tonali, Bruno G, and the Joelinton. Play Anthony Gordon out. Now the now support to Abrante and Alexander Isaac. So team here, Juma we me and Nuako. Until the task now at Man City so already they are made for that almost less than more the ball so any recently. And again, Alexander Isaac, it's he look unstoppable. Only Anthony Gordon. But Ellen Olampe, what he gave us in the Real Madrid game, Fabian Schär, and the Voltman needs to work so hard in order to play him out of the game. Make up for Manchester City double chance, 2-1 Manchester City. Leicester City ever against Arsenal. Arsenal record the King Power Stadium without attackers prepare Jesus, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka. Front three, including their backup, prepare. Into likely Raheem Sterling, and then Leandro Trossard, and then Nwaneri, any of the guys to lead the attack. Well, so I had the like of Luke Thomas, Jim Justin, Okobito Okoli, and about Fasa. These are the back line with Somari and then Christopher Nkuku Mienu. The Nigerian guy, Ndidi, Refren Ndidi. Those are the two guys I bought in front of the back line. And only a Juma was asking for 80 a year. And Waneri, anytime on Bemamu Biaba Bibi, Raheem Sterling, a lot has been said about him. Say, Open League, and you play at Chelsea for Pamno. But this is the time that you expect Raheem Sterling so beat me a BB. A difficult game per the Jordan Ayew, Jimmy Vardy, Edebema, Leicester City. But I think Arsenal will go away with a slim win in that game. The deputy Italian Basso the J Arena. Juventus in Tambalan na Genoa. Omo ede ebum ewo na. Okay, Inter the last 4 visits the J Arena no. Omo lusu ba ko pe etire omo de ba omo di room for Juve. Okay, Thiago Motta team no na in terms of individuals, Federico Gatti, Savona, Renato Viega, Pierre Kalulu, our defense anymore. But this is a derby. Lautaro Martinez, Taremi, Marcos Thuram. These are guys that you expect them to on any day betting me upon Juve. The midfield Nenso baby decisive. Douglas Lewis came in for Abranti FN Cup menace in the last game. Lucateri is still available. Consansao is one player. I also DeMarco, you're very careful with him. Yildiz against Bastoni, Stefan De Vrij, and then Dumfries versus Abranti FN and Nico Gonzalez. A game a very, very tough. That person or Bemese. But a game I believe say with the quality of Inter, because Inter for game no more bono. Or more 1 point pay behind Napoli. Napoli bought against Lazio. The Stadio Olimpico. That is another difficult game for Antonio Conte. Be a bit me in that particular game. Into one person will lose this game because the likes of Mario Sech, Jail, and Obiti said Nuno Tavares are guys are I'm here ready for the battle and don't make giving Napoli a good run for their money. Into a game and I feel say Inter for being a point in that game. And again, Napoli versus Lazio. So I feel Napoli a point in that particular game.
Okay. Kakra meko Dr. Franco Naro enso eho na mahwe kakra ono so di beso so amaye Kessben television we a final whistle jumedi ayede bro memende bia mienu na ya peja yemu. Now breaking news enso ato aso. Don't you think Roman Abramovich has done something against Chelsea? I think he wants the fans to always remember him. The way Chelsea is going, it won't be surprised. It won't surprise me. They will never play the UEFA Champions League for the next 5 years. Osasuna 1, Real Madrid 3, bouncer, and anyway free the ultimate scaffold, new Achimota overhead, and so Abraham and Anopay. Maminsha way or say okay, maybe your local stories no so na inimseni nyina ye bechicho ho enkomo ntina yetumi ayiye firi hode amamo. Dr. Franco Naro.
General, I don't know if I should start from the lighter side. And rather maybe some who say, throughout the week, Chelsea from Koye de Okobano. Kohanum Koye de.
I want to be on my training.
No, remember Dubako, Munimunum Dubako, not more mobile Bako cry make a punch. Mobile Bako cry make a punch.
Chelsea,
but you know, let's face the reality.
Yes.
And from so be aware, overcoming it is difficult. Say, what to an movie, nana mona what to know, over recover. Sometimes it's very difficult. I think that the decision to wipe away the entire Chelsea team and start afresh, for me, an issue. The Chelsea will struggle to overcome it. I'm saying this because Jimmy Callagher seminar you can't help but agree with him. Say Chelsea project in football and yet easy say Obepam will be a alpha coach for now Ube stay on top. The project can take 3 years. But Sebetima take 3 years and the major challenge will be say can top players are more team no for 3-4 years no ana. Besides that, will top players be ready to join you? Because in Europe, established players, a good number of them say, Champions League. If you are going to give the player a Champions League football, a part of the bargain, our player never. So I think that is the major issue. How Chelsea be making sure say one, I'm be attractive to big players joining the team, and then making sure that big players stay in. And now share Chelsea front four now. Seriously, Omumoha, Kopama, Noni Madueke, what do you call it?
Sancho.
Yeah, Jadon Sancho Crown started. I think it was Neves.
Neto Naoka.
Neto, rather. Yes. Clearly, Unshadeni an accomplished star boy. Because Neko Palmer is coming up. He's only 22 years. Obetima Bonnet, but the big players, Jeremy may be crowd or move other players on. Yana Eden Demomo. So it's going to be a challenge, Chelsea fighting it. But me, so far said the fact so much Apam will be no must start a new project now. Then baby at Chelsea, then I would say they are not doing badly. Because at the end of my, this is what they should expect. Coach and say, your man 2 years to give them a Champions League football. And that they will arrive in 5 years. So as someone can say, within 2 years, as I say, will make it top 4 because that's where they get the Champions League football. And within some 5 years, and suddenly be our Beji League. You ask yourself, say Chelsea fans no be a bit my train, so 5 years no, se cause to say 5 years and better no. Such a name man no way when ya butra, one we have baby a Manchester United be. Now United's problem is chronic. Obi a nim solution no. And it was so let's see how Chelsea manage. For me, 3-0 ni ball no more and Nkoye, but after 25 games, Chelsea is in I think 4th position. Yes, other teams beat Mabo and they're sitting in Newcastle. A draw will still keep Chelsea in 4th position. A win by one of them could take Chelsea to 5th position. And by virtue of their position and the project of Moyeno, Madriam say it's not so bad. And the moment Tabakos are winning, some way ready now you say you get some of these results because you've rebuilt your team or you are rebuilding your team. General Free Honoma, Mikel Arteta, Kosu Ejuma Kakra, Arsene Wenger no soon be Pep Guardiola. But I think Arsene Wenger never know when more sing Guardiola there. Arsene Wenger wa abutre e ba de dia e betiti anase e benya abutre ma team ru anom ne ade. But Guardiola so who said ne ho kire na ompene baby asika wo bi obayire mama koto akese de aba. Why how Arsenal and accomplished centre forward in January quite strange till last minute bia omuye so omu kope Oli Watkins the number and that Arsenal situation no ebe mo bia relax ya ka say omu the league title na Liverpool because after 24 games Liverpool with 57 Arsenal with 57 points in a separate omu and Arsenal has no known centre forward in their team now. Omu source of goals here Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli. These guys are all out. Enti Kano Mudi chasing Liverpool no. Kano tie ne so. And now Saliba can say he was just joking, say he's offered himself to be used as a centre forward because Onkra Bremno or Bokakra. Who is going to lead the Arsenal centre forward? How are Omuma Nketia Ekoye without actually replacing him? When Wabo League in Wabedru baby, and Ketia give you some number of goals. And to say who Jan acquired the Ananka a centre forward the Barbation and them. But there was no centre forward brought in and they allowed Edin Ketia to leave. And I think that is what is working against Arsenal. Maybe they would have to work on that. General, finally, Man United versus Tottenham Hotspur there. For me, number 14th and number 13th. Man United is lying 13th. Lying 13th, yes, and then Tottenham lying 14th. And this season, this is their 3rd meeting. Tottenham Medika United in September, Omashe United in December, and this is the third time. Amorim saying a free neck game be a must win. I don't know when a game being a must win for a Man United team or a Man United coach. So I think so better now Spurs are shown 3 times in one season there. And the problem in the best are compounded. 3-0 was the first score line, 4-3 in the EFL Cup, and now a return leg game. Amorim and his charges would have to come good. You know, otherwise I'm sure the pressure will be more. I mean, fancy and I mean, I'm the best on Ronaldo, Luis Nazario, and Semana Okano.
And then point 12.
Yeah, point 12.
Okay,
Adaroma.
Inti yenya fa for no no. Yemfa NCA na yenkwe nim kakankra. Mami nko Awal Mohammed wo na menhwe de Buria man nso bobo no kakra de ebre. Awal.
Sergio. Sergio eno a ebeto jo say coach Jose Peseiro ene Zamalek wi na wa join the White Knights in Egypt. Omobetu yaneka $75,000 after nesting to the Nigerian national team, going all the way to the finals of the Africa Cup of Nations, unfortunately losing against host La Côte d'Ivoire. No, Enwa Otimene Zamalek na Seju a huge responsibility because we are the defending champions of the CAF Confederations Cup, and we are nusin Kenya a few way CAF Confederations Cup na ebono after the group stages. You know, top of group. So they are part of the list of quarterfinalists now. More common. Nyame Boa Thursday, omobe the draw for the CAF Confederations Cup quarterfinals. So Sergio, he's charged with huge responsibility of maintaining or making sure say omobe retaining the title. No, and that's I think it's one of the moves about Jose Peseiro now with Zamalek. Sergio obeji $75,000. The contract near 1.5 years. But almost is subject to $5,000
a month.
Every month.
Zamalek.
Wow. And Tinyami Boa, or chat 2025 free, edu next month. Almost had the 10,000 back on. I'm gonna do 85,000. Yes. So it's a Joe and only Jose Peseiro, Jumana Okoyen.
It's coming with 4 backroom staff from Portugal. One of them on Waneba. One of them is his son. 4 backroom staff from Portugal. One of them is his son. He demanded $110,000 a month. That was his asking price. And after negotiation, no more our Lekana.
And the backroom staff.
The backroom staff.
I bet you mean only salary. Backroom staff, including the bar.
But Jose Peseiro, is it that special?
Not too that, but say you AFCON now. What
Nigeria?
Yeah.
Nigeria is AFCON. You can save Unikakra.
Yeah.
Just before AFCON.
Not performance in it. Yes, not performance in it. But this has been a coach what asked it to Real Madrid. Among for if he say we were a part and parcel of Real Madrid's technical team there under Carlos Queiroz. So Wananti Kakra, what coaches Sporting Lisbon, some couple of top clubs, and was before landing the job it was Super Eagles. So said you
North Africa, omutie pa. Tina one perform ka create na asamatu no.
Yeah. Sisia obeko. Alali timi the coach Suarez every Portugal about 2 months so ma untimi maintain the standard enye yenso enye agro na edi. Go to whom match is given, match is expected. Said you know na me head Tanzania league no. Said you come on fa videos no. Where game between KMC and then Young Africans. Stefan Azizki enya hat-trick. Emma almost shares KMC by 6-1. So you park in Shadan soon. Just normal stadia, but almost the videos made pitch no quality. We money league. And after 6-1, Oma Babeda on top of Seju. We enye big stadium to say Benjamin Kappa. Stadium.
Okay.
So we can't get this type of pitches in our country.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was how and you said I gave not that form almost spring the passes together or more about you say yes quality no.
I think we are Azam4 stadium.
Yes.
Okay. Very simple. But like, a quality was
yeah.
Pitch no.
Yes. Duke Abuya Nenam
no. Artificial.
Yeah, Azam4 stadium.
Okay. We artificial.
Yeah.
We artificial. Okay. All right. Young Kwe.
and said you baby are supporters no e won kra enye se bia stand we ka se bia esu kakra bi uhu wall efie kra e wa chiri message you have very simple and they are able to play on these type of pitches.
Azam,
yes Tanzania said you can't we do something like this.
Well. Okay,
so that's how it ended. They won by 6-1. Tiama Oma back on the league log. Initially not Simba na LED, but then was 6-1 win now Manyano. Ama beda on top. So that was how it ended. Ewo Tanzania.
Okay.
And I may monitor Al Hilal game no Saudi. Al Hilal are dominated, but this time around it looks like it's Al Ittihad is set to probably extend the lead, even with more matches played ahead of Al Ittihad. Still Al Ittihad near that top. And almost drop 4 points against Al Riyadh. And on Bernard Mensah was a thorn in the flesh of Al Hilal. Say you know Muntimin Takinokra. Scored first through Mohamed Konate, Burkina Faso. This game around 3 VAR decisions and a buy. But of course, Salem Al Dawsari make Saudi Arabia 10 Gs, no take Al Hilal. Al Hilal, a few way more than mono Seju and Shedan yet top notch, unlike how it used to be. Even with the quality, Ruben Neves, Obeka, Milinkovic, Savage, but as a performance, from Kakra. Malcolm had some good chance to score yesterday, but went Timia, so and then that was how it ended. Al Ittihad and Omobebo and Omutimi winning, I be more extended the lead. No, Ebia this time around, Al Hilal and Timim from Monsanto, the Saudi League, like how it used to be. So you know, manage Kim Las, Asemna or the two, and make up Black Queens. Kim Las Bjorkren, make up Black Queens, or new manager now, Wabano. And Asema or come manage will say, Obe looking forward to say, Black Queens be returning back to the world stage. So since 2007, the Black Queens have not made an appearance at the World Cup. Since 2007 in China. Ajua Bayo no more time, no, Ya Avomo, Owe, Aminukumo, and Sergio, all those top stars, Florence Sokomo, since that time, Sergio, Achepa, Yenya some young ladies may overka Jenaiya and Mosquad, no, Florence Datsin, mo, Azan Bra Milotipoku, Amutam, no, Mokarama Abdullah, Sergio, I want man graduate to reach to the top and make sure, say, Maba want to do the world stage in terms of FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And also, heard him say Brazil, next FIFA Women's World Cup, no, over him say Betimia qualify. And say you the papa say SSS support to Kim last. After say Nora etimi koino, or no why the new person or babe succeed. Nora help to lobe take here. Even AFCON qualifiers Grand Posis 2018 year host year. Yentimian called the last edition. It's good said this time around we are back. Ewo AFCON women's tournament na Ebaso Ewo Morocco. So say you yen support to coach Kim last Bjorkren say ontimi money home odena yentimi succeed na yenko the FIFA Women's World Cup. No, said you this weekend the All-Star game no NBA no. So nyame boa ekoswa Monday the all the staffs no beba. This time around there's been some couple of changes kakra in terms of how the game no almost bono. Where said your mobile celebrity game, Rising Stars Challenge, Slam Dunk competition, 3-point contest. This time around there's been some couple of changes. So between Eastern and Western Conference game so nyame boa by Monday you be who be anti. Yeah, the stories beba to just. Okay,
and I remember final whistle Jumadi and I gusu. Sorry. Yadi Bremo. Na issues here and there. Ya bepe sima duonubi. Na wiki nyina no. Se the opposite would back a cra be a timu kakra di hun komo kakra. And sana ya ba enra Honorable Kofi Adams. Ba Kumasia Eko Kumasia Santiko to Secretariat. Eko Pole Busu Fie. Eko eye opemso mensia opemso anasi eye mensia na one mpanifo ensu kodi enkomo opemso de nsempi atudwa ene bese betie ni nyina na yete Honorable Kofi Adams so ede na nsisia hodo ampanifo de tudwa ede to akwam se bambo yebe ma akosuru ye papa ewo ye stadia ahodo no enra ya nso na Ghana Football Association omo ene Ghana Police Service omo eye consultative meeting bi ewo enkrai na police headquarters wo na sa meeting ni eno so eba so ni nyina no efa eye the safety and security training modules mo planning and the tudwa so bibia nso betumi akoso the amaye e stadium ahodo and meeting na nyasam ketu akra na kwan amefa so be training new police recruits in the area of sports policing and also ebaso ewo police headquarters ewo enkran ebeba and also so na the aka enra meetings ahodo and so ekoso no na no bi busa se club ba ko betumi abo matches ewo countries mienu Kofi no bi busa sa asem yo ko Libya no Sudan Al Hilal no say nam akwa okon ayo honti no omo ko Tanzania na bo Mauritania rather no bo matches out na CAF mo penisa agene so sen bisi o mai bi mu a na clubs no timi call another country ekoka omo teams out about league matches.
Well, football, you see, a social aspect of it, and it's also to foster unity. In the country, clearly, a problem, very devastated. To say Sudan, in Sudan, initially, we make here. I think Hilala, one of them, a person who saw ball Tanzania league in the moon. Because some more CAF matches in our Tanzania. I call Tanzania, call you more match there. Why they're coming from Sudan, but no, my baby is you. Dar es Salaam. I call match there now. You know, discussion real many mobiles needing come no intent is up so ball Tanzania league in work office we I don't know how discussion acquire and me amaso afi do money actually Mauritania and I mean who come on no be but say CAF open so there obviously a friends bilateral whatever the negotiation between country no any baby or ball no club no baby or yeah, the federations we speak, and most importantly, club on any federation now or receiving federation. As a much lower level, as a first need to make school, a Tumrika, a team will be able to join me so couldn't come about a non-scoring. And Tumbo we be on a decline, but today, do you know all to know this or D second on a night we need event, you know. I don't know if you understand. Into many discussions, so my whether say. Sudan team no ekobo Mauritania and some of them first be champion eventually not be represent Mauritania obviously no what they mention because you see it's a club inter-club competitions now you don't only represent yourself you represent your federation into all correspondence no money club you know you through the federation fine be ba omo fine federation but what them mention say unya asem na wo no mo delay na nje yepe quickly they will transfer to your federation so akoye bibia afanu ntua na say federation sika o CAF o metima withhold into all these things a play part in so minimum level of negotiations now on be now omo ye ebu but what's important is that they want to keep afloat on person omo nya competitive sign contract with players you what must say o man the players are signing contract omo tua mo huge sums of money until say asumje ba omo to akobo mo league no the feel say they must find a way omo be keep players active especially when it is I think they are playing if anything, Umbonta club.
Champions.
Umbo CAF inter club. You need to be competitive. You need to be playing. Every year, maybe the Umbaba resolutions every year they will list Al Hilal and Emirates Momoko CAF. Without any competitive football. Then Omokwa, then they represent Sudan. But since they cannot play in Sudan, they will choose countries Omotimibo. Okay, national team Omoko in Libya. Omotimibo Campo Dubai. No bubble match with Libya. On board different countries. That one there, I don't think I've a best stop BBA. But the legal aspect of it, you know, when maybe I do a bit my problem. I do not think so. A champion, you can go ahead and represent Mauritania as the champion of the Mauritanian league. Maybe you are playing to keep competitive, but they will declare the champion based on clubs no mufi country anymore.
All right. Enti yebakoso enra titu sempi ebae minim se one person mo chechere madwen ana nsema ye discuss ye dey because social media and amanfo bi so chechere madwen ho mo wo kwan me ma mo kwan be 15 minutes so bia person okasem bia e dey fa enra discussions ahodo a course no ho a kwan ho ansana ya ba nsrahwɛ Honorable Kofi Adams by Ewo Kroma. In fact, watching Chelsea's matches these days have been very difficult because the rate we losing matches is very worrisome. How can Brighton beat us back to back? Andy, where lies Chelsea's problems? Okay, Nanadu and Anyway, and so Brian bouncer Edway free East Legon. Sorry, free ho. Echo ultimate scaffold. I'm just bouncer Makai or message and Audophobia. As saying, good morning, sir. Though I'm a Real Madrid supporter, but my second team is Chelsea. Please, my question this morning is, what is the problem of Chelsea? Is it the players, the technical team, the manager? Please, I need your crew's response on this. Okay. How do I say your answer or question already? DD, Akumadan Senior High School, or your English teacher, or any way, Abre.
I promise you, my friend, I'm with you.
But also,
DD, Minino.
Okay, I think our friend. And I say, Bia, Bibi, Omer, the man of us now.
Oh, no, Minino come on.
And
you be the man.
I've read a comment by Heart of Folk board member, Mr. Vincent Soodote, which read, if Asante Kotoko have issues with the GFA, they should solve them because Kotoko never told Hearts of Oak they want the league suspended indefinitely. I see this comment to be a betrayal, and that has been the biggest hypocritical, insincere, and selfish standards crippling some collective agreement between Kotoko and Hearts of Oak for decades. For now, because none of them want to sacrifice for the other. Barcelona could disagree with Real Madrid on any issue, but not when it's about their welfare. But Kumasi and Kotoko don't have many friends in our league, though they are the biggest source of revenue for any club in Ghana. We can admit it or not, but I think Kumasi and Kotoko have been fighting Pole's demise issues alone. So they shouldn't rely reasonably on the highly perishable and sycophantic support from the other clubs. But if the GFA should resume tonight, only Kotoko will be alone against the 17 other clubs. Wow. DD, Akumadan Senior High School, the Odibre, no. Jam School, also seriously, I didn't like the way Achi spoke about the sports minister. For me, the minister is spot on. Okay, Jam School, that also the buy, no. Julian Caesar, I'm for the intro to later. Maybe others know, and so dear, and so. Yesterday, Mr. Fred, the champion submission on the new sports minister, new sports and recreation minister was a salient one. Ideally, he was supposed to have briefing sessions with all the sectors under him to help himself get abreast of the current state of the sector, discuss challenges and opportunities, and outline his vision and priorities before going public. However, I beg to differ with him on the matter of football. To say that he is overly concentrating on football isn't fair at all, because it's now global knowledge that both the Black Stars and Ghana Premier League are in the emergency units, hence are begging for his urgent attention. Okay, at least for Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II to share his views on both, even if the technical team of the Black Stars alone suggests that advice might have been offered privately before this time, except that the FA has been adamant, hence they are going public in the next resort. Julian Caesar, Kumasi Nediwi Ebae. Mepa more responses. In some of the Abanano Eshi Kakra. Kofi Champa, Wamisha Zemfru. I'm for messages.
So a lot of people have different opinion, we say. And yesterday, especially Omo Freme. And surprisingly, I had calls coming from even NDC in paying for Omo. Yes.
To that extent?
Yes.
Wow.
Omo Freme. I would say Omo agree with me. Far exceeds those who disagree with me. What I say?
Yeah.
And those who disagree with me, not necessarily disagree with me, but only say, maybe from our position, and then maybe the way I presented it, no, not necessarily with the content of what I said.
Okay.
They basically majority of them agree with the content of what I said. Obviously, I'm the money.
But I'm not happy with your presentation.
Yes.
How you presented
and yet
it.
those few ones who disagree with me, they know more can say, they say, only say, we already text visa. I have a visa on it here.
Julian Caesar, yes.
Say they agree with me, but some of them, but majority of them agree with me. Okay. Some of them will frame or say, when they read the thing, they were taken aback. But on your video now, Muti, and I'm say, man, got the money be I have to genuine person be able to me that movie, including my colleagues in the media. Some of them, some of them were chatting me because apparently. Immature people if anything, artwork. No my church was say I even to the sense I even insulted minister. I insult for what? Why am I insulting? For what? And
who sir, I was shocked. But I said, "Na minim de eba." I said, "Baby, program because I said the air cost was heavy."
There's a court at the Macau. Yeah, but look at the center of the
insult.
Fred Champion insult me. What is the insult? So what you say? Who know? Who tell the people who do no? Oh no.
Now that flyer no cry no. Oshwe asem no mukoti se wakana. Now betray say
insulter. How does that amount to
insult? Is granting more interviews and talking than focusing on the issue. Bra. Insults. Even for you have written up there, is that an insult?
How does that amount to insult? And I say we are on tears here. Yes, and humanity, and especially tells you how powerful we are. Even people almost radio to say they tend to listen to hear there. and maybe if someone can do because right after we these are people who are supposed to be working on radio station. They were writing about the air kawa. What did them channel say? The Kessben is so powerful. And in my normal day, and some of them so I read one and I could be firm so I said Kessben who ta called do. I'm so maybe who mean chair. I'm sorry, who mean chair.
But that's it.
I'm sorry, who mean chair. Me when me there job. My year for how many years now? You're 2025 me boy. It's 2025
stations. How they
2025. So this is mine.
But how did you feel?
What's that? So nim. The so chinim. Because I member they be a Kessben kwana oko. They be a ESCO member they be a Kessben FM. Nam say adwuma me ni o adwuma me di ni.
Akaswe amun kan joza ketu enya my kra. Utu check show of responsibility.
Yana matete sha hase.
If you has a winning one again papers.
Onu za na me adwuma. Adwuma me ni o ti de bia me ba adwuma.
Kofi Adams go bank over 3 times aba.
De bia me ba adwuma. And if you hear me say me kasa wa anya se bia ma betan kasa as executive council member. Me ba adwuma as a sports journalist, trained one as such. Sports journalist. Na me ba adwuma de bia. Na kan say na me adwuma. This is my 20th year. I'm starting Juma 206. Jola Kiana net here. And I started Juma in studio. 206, so I'm starting me Juma Kessben FM. Yo 2025. Into 20th year, to be run next time, I'm 21st year. Na me me Juma. Juma my yar no. To me Juma when they me day job. Baby artist will be a GFA 1 and I don't work there. I serve on the board. I serve on the board. It is a me baha me ba me Juma. Timbabe me Juma and became and then Fangnaru mu na ba mo Juma no come bio.
Na me can be say no so say time bia de be ka wa na perfect.
No.
Do mo so be ka bia na wrong.
No.
And I me me nya de.
Yeah, you're right.
You bet me I mistakes for her.
Of course.
Omo bet ma correct here.
Of course.
Omo so bet my mistakes. Yes, you say net there's an cry. Yes, it man correct you.
Of course. Even amongst ourselves, actually can pick a side on an issue. I may disagree.
Yeah.
And
several times.
Several times.
Into whatever will be back on another zero.
India is remo. The ebe no. I am on can sa pepe. Se nipa no okase oba ye no as the concentration na football. Na.
Anybody me my focus was on the various media interviews. Yeah. Various media interviews. And let me say, me candid opinion or my advice is that you take over a rule. You first abreast yourself with the rule.
Yeah.
We are Okasa from point of we say. I'm saying there are two major agencies under the ministry. NSA, any Winnipeg Sports College. He hasn't been there, which is a fact. And to Sebasa, then the Oka in the Oka. Now, as I said, the media interviews are becoming too many.
How does that amount to insult?
We are to be
all right, young person.
You said it, say, Omo Mubetron, Omuntieni,
exactly what
you said. When you serve awareness, somehow, wouldn't say this medium is powerful. And Kessben, that's one thing. Brand Bakwe Kutano, no, sir, Kessben FM Sports is so powerful. Everything you ever can have and people are listening.
One thing I say Kofi so you're ready for. And he say, this issue, anywhere he said, people were looking at the messenger probably more than the message. Because Minister America said, probably I even say Hasha West.
So,
yes, on Honorable Minister. Obeka can say, we are no more interested in the complaints and the issues. Now, even an average person walking on the street, in himself blasters coach in Onyadi.
So it's rather sack him than saying that. I heard you saying that.
I remember saying, say, enough of the talks. Yeah. And some now all can fall to Adohono. As a Chinese or Susu to Adon, no be you should just go ahead and sack him because we have just one man going. Now, so on sacking it dear. And then some now okay can here. Because in some now can fall Brantiono. A man I had dear man, so all come motivate a Brantion any players. Say they should win for Ghana. So if, and I think say now we're standing ma'am say, you should understand the issues and be sure what you want to say. For example, you need to meet the FA. Be sure, I'm not saying he's not sure. Maybe we need that.
That's what share FA.
Maybe on the
different matter.
No, but Nina no the
on the security.
On the Blastard and Utuado. You need to understand if he may know, he might not know. I'm only saying this. So you need to even understand the dynamics, his contract, the consequence and everything. Then as a minister, because when he says, coach, you know, the modern bono, poor, the statistics are so poor, and indeed they are poor. Current Black Stars players are catching us, coaching was why. Current FA members, Snibby, and what Dinkomo, who say coaching in Yadia. Former football administrators know what Dinkomo as a coach in Yadia. We in Washington data, no, the data is so poor. Terrible. If you say these things on air as a minister for youth and sports, and you obvious then you don't want the coach. You take steps to get him out. Or you keep quiet and be sure you will get the best out of the coach. Because where you have gone to stand, it is a bit difficult to even tell Ghanaians to support this coach. Because the data is so poor, 20% win percentage. And so I think, indeed, Kasano, maybe if he could get down and then work and let's see actions, it will be better.
Well, and once again, I think, Frank, you are right. Few people, some people, group of people, they are so obsessed with yeah,
you should be ready because
so
you're an ESCO member.
And then you know,
you're a politician. Domoka say why insult to Kofi Adams. Domdi D kind of.
Say failed MPP parliament. Now maybe never failed politician my fail. And the president, Mama is president. Hasn't he lost election before? I could afford to be a president for 2 years. Need to lose election.
No answer what was about. It means who was me with the papa.
Yes. Now his excellency Dr. Baumia, my mentor, so intelligent. We lose election. Woo. Now if you don't even try, for you even to take the decision about contest.
What time was I doing?
Now what maybe? I'm going to contest me and I say but you are ready. When the young guys normally I mean found cry. Baby Amadui, I apologize Drew say and say back after the paho. The other tier, the other can come coat and come in Madui. You know me, Joe. Me a failed MPP parliamentary candidate for the champion insults new sports minister on Kessben TV. No insult. Intino, I didn't know more yes, then I'm more person more achieve. And I circulate way. Nkolana try be in circulate way. Okay. Are in a level, but we
yeah. Yantwaso naro uso baba fahifa na kan kransa na yaba entrance nsem no so.
General, we
issues here and there.
Okay.
Wiki.
There was a small kind of meeting between the IGP and the FA.
Yes.
So I wanted to give
our police headquarters.
Yes, I've seen people comment.
Any local sources, but okay,
I've seen people come out will comment. Say, CAF ne be training Ghana police, and I said, they don't understand the issue, and I say appreciate the issues. Yo, issue is not about Ghana policing, Ghana police or training. Issues about stadium no more cost.
Yeah.
And obviously Ghana football no. Clubs work up to the GFA. GFA work up to what? CAF.
Okay.
And I understand identity. Yeah. So before this incident close here no, na FA and CAF were in negotiation. If CAF the initiative, a friend CAF Safe Stadium Initiative. CAF Safe Stadium Initiative.
Okay.
Say CAF go to the country and train country stewards, need security personnel. How about me? I game to avoid some of these things. I tell you, say bia police bear me sakura ejina baby ana a police in this year. Ebi on club church can club besuru. Anamebwa.
Yeah.
But sebi security no nti hwe. So be able to in life. It is not necessarily say be a CAF ne be training Ghana police. But what the normal join football matches no. What we expect the security officials to do, and what is expected of security officials, and then and it was IGP himself who said it. Our first meeting.
The one I'm invite you on.
Yes, any CAF negotiating. Yes, book date in September.
Head of competitions and a certified safety and security trainer for CAF, Julius Ben Emuna.
Julius Ghana. Head of competitions.
Okay.
That of competition with GFA.
Okay.
But was also a CAF safety and security officer. Many Julius acquire matches.
Okay.
Emma CAF. But what the acquisition they will come from Cairo.
Okay.
Of course you take part and other people take part. But they will come from Cairo with the model number. But IGP Nane Kai Yakusha say there are police people police recruit who
Captain retired Nico Usunum.
Yes. Nick said Nick FIFA. Nick FIFA games.
Okay.
Nick is why matches be brave. Ya Komoroku, ya Coin. But Nick does or ye FIFA matches.
Okay.
Why Julius ye calf man Nick or ye FIFA matches.
No money na kasa.
I'm a military officer.
Okay.
So no. And IGP say police for training school say see omu training omu. Into no you go out of the ordinary. Now my include sports policing curriculum or model. The omu yes say kind recruiting member out no na omu nimbibi about sports policing. But what does it? So it was an instant thing after sa meeting the IGP ko na 33 points ebe mu no. Nti ene na say omu efeda. So when eventually our date comes in September, CAF will come here. Not only for police function, everybody teaching these stewards no, any clubs no safety and security officers no, they would give model and training them more money no be what's expected of you on typical match day.
Okay.
Anyhow, bit my say even the risk associated with match. Obo match be officer and leg match. E can be so with the 3 point. Into refi with safety job now in no, especially so a club official. Now what do you know di team no per 3 point. Forgetting little things as we in appreciating the risk level of the match anyhow as we deploy with security. So that's about it.
Okay. Obiabusa Sembi na mema Dr. Franco Nara Bemansa. O de mamin kind to Kofi or the Lubo and a buy. I'm beginning to think that our FA only takes decisions and actions when wrongs have been done. The kind of meetings towards reforms they're doing today were supposed to have been done before the beginning of the season. Can we therefore say that Paule's death only brought them into thinking about security? Competence is upfront, thinking and planning. Okay. Paule's death only brought them into thinking about security. Competence is upfront, thinking and planning. Kofi Elubo. And anyway, Abba. Mamen ko Franco Naro, me besa ba Kofio. Na fi odi ano so Abba say Paul way and akofa we num nyina e de eba. Na dada no na FA ni security for ni adenti na san hihye ya mo ye ne sisi after Paul wo no. Mo anya no before. Ke wo isen kemba. Do be so chere.
You know a Ghana
yes, right. A Ghana for Subai.
Yes. Equanos, we say
before na Ghana from
Ghana denim.
Sure, before
Porto kakaka da kwani finfi.
Yeah.
You be twa fa ho say da ka be kwa ko bom e be masorting, e be sama sorting.
Yes.
The next day, near to one near fail.
Yes.
Near EPPR.
Yes.
You should near buy and the same thing.
Tokrobida, KTI ho. Odi saniako ayi ho no. No, I mean, veterinary for all.
Veterinary, and I
Fox FM. We have a TSC, Marco. Jesus Christ.
For Johnson, a KTI.
Yes.
I mean, I guess you won't be that. They be supposed to put
so the show gum the nam getting guma office spawn and so cast nam police cast nam just me
police vote
is a penny we ka boom na
ya we see you the mabins na ya dey e bia na f4
let me read something let me read something to you. Me can't be actually. Yeah. Once it's a macacho say, DFNA CAF near date for this CAF safe stadium initiative. Now idea you plan say ye but indeed we na ba man na limelight. But now umako different countries and ye date in September. Senke see and keep and CAF but a September date which was agreed before incident na AC. But this sports policing here, you can't answer me. Joe, in 20, remember there, I'm trying to look for the story to read MIA now. A committee, IGP, GFA, committee IGP. Then yeah, IGP Ukraine was so. A IGP you know, Ofi a Domakwansi. So no. I think upon one and upon on and there was so. So we appealed. Anyway, GFA President Ketekruku calls on IGP. We, the GFA, are grateful to the Ghana Police Service for your support through the years. It is an honor to have you as partner, and it's our aim to sustain this relationship. But I want to make one appeal to the IGP. Please, let's come together and set up a special unit for sports policing. It is something that is dear to my heart, and I want your office to help us achieve that objective. And this is dates 4 years ago. So no, so you take the initiative, but if it's not implemented, so no, Minka said the all kind of before naturally, but I'm saying say in certain circumstances, maybe I know when you're foresight no can, then so be a family in ho, and I will power na be in ho. Now if you ba, asem si ana fe de no ani braba. Now if they say what me you know now way.
The hatred for Achi is too much in Ghana. Dr. Franconaro said even worse than that when he started his first interview as a sports minister. But no one wrote anything about it. Why Achi?
A few people. A few people. So I don't want to mention them to give them some credence.
So few people. To the extent that more kotoko na ebo not more the banner.
Be obsessed about me. You're so obsessed about me. They looking for baby. I'm be me. And then me call Yano pay. I want continue time. Papa pay me pan. I'm to seek any. Okay, I'm so I don't know Ghana web. No, me say no so more publicity because nye go Ghana web. Also nye Ghana no hu ya. Ohunu say maka say my ba Ghana web. Probably a son no see hu no. I'll sit with him and I'll pay from a year me 5 continue time. So yes, a certain group of people, they are so obsessed about me and they keep doing it. And I keep me come him. I mean, no right. I mean, who knew to me cry so be.
Okay.
I lost election. Me who lose election who won. President Mahama is president of Ghana now. And I yes sir. Me lose election in the I'm not the first person to lose election. No.
Yeah. General.
Yes sir.
I think say week him. Enema nyina ye polewu. Eninia senior obi e kan no say esisi ejira polewu no so ne saniema e okroma. Because of that, now we have enhanced match day safety and security protocols from Ghana Football Association. The other thing, now police administration, now training of police in Omemo curriculum is going to be affected. Like and crying for to training police from the police. Ye say ye be design be a more to me. Aye police in ye. Ewa go prama ahodos. Another command didn't intimate is a clubs and I shall see me say. As it said, money ye. Ye see a kai. Na ye bono. And a quack could say, dear, come here, quest a cotocon, one out mupa. On Pessi bebo. Other clubs and a dear. On Benya, a see a cobo. You know, no question is a obia person a juma or course ye a juma. A chinny be any. Obia, what juma oyen. Say, Cassie giant na wa. And ya dear say, when you beji. Inti, I understand it, the eagerness with which football people wants to come play football. But I meet a message amuridi amoksi Honorable Vincent So Odoti, Houseful board member Naka, say, now omo Houseful mu nimsa kotoko pesi suspend the league indefinitely. Inti no mu omo kotrans na sana kotofo ya ombetwe omo. There were even false information thrown into the system by Mr. Techia. He said the 17 clubs don't have signed, say Ombebo League and all that. Clearly, this week the discussion as to should we start the league immediately is still ongoing. But if you make reference to the joint statement made by House of Oak and Asante Kotokwa, I think that she insists in terms of demands. And in here, Omukochro, into me, a baby one say, Sayampa, say Honorable Vincent So Odote Eka, Sansem no Musu Okayana. Because if you take that statement, I will say, House of Oak and Asante Kotoko are urging the adoption of enhanced security protocols and measures and are eager to collaborate with all relevant stakeholders, including government, the GFA, law enforcement agencies, and dedicated supporters. So you ask yourself, say, Niomu has in the Kotoko your krata issue, and your position paper, or present here, have we done that yet? Clearly, now we have the enhanced match day safety, security, and protocol. On paper is there. Oma country says it takes effect immediately. But clearly, Division 1 matches are it's not being implemented. Even though we say at the preamble of that,
it takes immediate effect.
It takes immediate effect, thank you. And we share the preamble of the enhanced match day safety, and we say cover all levels of our football.
It means the divisions now.
Even though it will be on a level to which they can implement it. So if you say at the preamble, say all levels, now we are also more adopting immediately. Now say how do you go play football? As we speak, now I'm so meeting match commissioners.
No, Tuesday.
Say Tuesday and
no, I feel never basso.
Oh, okay.
No, coming Tuesday.
It makes my some to cry them more. When you meeting match commissioners, has an ecotoco, they should engage all stakeholders. Referees cry me sure say be omunya meeting. Enti, some people who and Crofwania bring diggy say, Yanko started league in a free. This thing on people looks good, but trust you me, General. It's not about individuals. It's not about Keto Kreko. It's not about Chi. It's not about Randy. The implementation involving a lot. Education is a major issue. People are taking it out. Educating people and for them to understand these protocols. A lot. Because look, Opa, you instituted to Poland, they didn't even know. Say stadium now, Omobo say what is a Wimbledon pool. Ena born e koso ena stadium no echi say saa de na ebetimasi emfa won say stadium ina perimeter ne nya na say den baby anya na ekwan na baby ana baby ano say police nya so strong say ye bobo no inside ti say ofa baba yara anke bia scoreboard no echi honom any stadium won baby akotoko park on bases no Obi attention inside honum. There's no CCTV camera, anything there. And even if the stadium is even up to standard, not policing or security aspects, no, and yet top notch. Pole will be to And we are saying, say, have we installed CCTV cameras? Because be a casa at least CCTV cameras, vantage points in stadium. Sanyama way no anti general the eagerness. I pentem say a cowboy league no. Me feel say a pentem do. One, I didn't know my church no can kind more FPA. But the implementation general ain't easy. Esaya sika. Esaya sika pa. Okay. Your league no scan nim. Clubs in nisika. Teams in nisika. Look, Yankan can hear near source of funding for implementing these things are because Ghana has several good documents. I gathered dust in foot through and the
CCTV cameras in Ghana story.
What's the police for a number increasing code this number? Yes. Ghana police already crown they are it's in short supply. Yes. And we should know what we want. Yeah. See, I ready say abeko akobonisa they are fine. Yeah. Sense so dia. Enya sense. This is two abuni ni ye. Unless they want to tell us say omubo nyina no mo hihye ne yema no ne ade. Me I will never subscribe to say every phone then can say security on the grounds is good into a starting league. I think the IGP and the police administration should be a major stakeholder in determining that say the grounds is good so we can go and play.
Oma pushi ama yakwa division 1 matches and to quite ba horo nyame na eso ano nganipa bitima say wubiom e kan every phone anti onso bobo e pa cho me kwa kodidwa akraba me ba Andy mema okwan na onso do di atudwa awalwa ha ansana yakọ enra honorable Kofi Adams nsrahwe oba ewo Kumasia na oba Kumasia sante ko kwahwe okọ eye pole abusuafo enso efie na fe okowie ewo menhia efikesiem ye kwaba na nyina ho nsensem so ye de abremo ba osi
no panyi ba ko frame osi Charlie oti opim so tape no opim so fire na mjo ohine fire
also opim so fire opim so edu de bi fire brutal fire now we ya can hear
so opim fire credit them ko ti obi fire
enye we are
there enye hu za
opim so fire fire brutal.
We have Black Stars.
Hey, man, what TSC Black Stars? What TSC Black Stars coach is so? What the young cobra? A bit training. I'm going to give a free. Your cobra is here. Vincent Sodote's interview was misquoted on what was written on the flyer, so you should listen to that interview first. Oh, okay. Until you bet you see a trade Vincent Sodote or kind of potty. And sana Kumasi and take of supporters. Is it true? And some more cano and so what me I can. Okay. Me call Gentleman Dental Clinic. Albert.
Say you.
That is saying Albert Nekasama for the Gentleman Dental Clinic. All right. And simply na we the me asuma be sorry and you some kitu akra wow
nice
professionalism no was road sure. Yes ade abede many be hu ho last week or 2 weeks ago wow na enya some kitu akra na me ai say me ba ho na me ba hihye bi e wo mesomese ho enya some kitu na mo bo modern seriously mo e was so papa na me ya ko ho na me ade me nyama ho na metete amanfo na ba me amede bani be hu ye no serious monko so na momwa na manfo hia mo papa gentleman wow
all right
de mo sipa all right dia na mo de brain
Sergio dedi kan me chia me chia ahwefo ne atiefo nyina ewo Kessben television so imo bibia akwaba na afi na do television no na radio na to ha de me kan se koso ne tie program no Gentleman Dental Clinic, your education no, a bed boy, bear hands, oral hygiene no, etumi ama, odumas pomodeno, afanentuma pa efra. Gentleman Dental Clinic, your branches no, a doson, strategically, ya putino baby a oti a beben obetumi ako. Now, me no kase Gentleman, your tamale, to shigu post office or a hole and a Gentleman Dental Clinic here, inti Northern Belt, nina, a bit to me the omoni, ache, to shigu, I walk tamale. oba Kumase ye Bantama Abepo Junction eho ane di adwuma by anopa 8 to enyumre 6 o'clock na yapon adwuma nti ifi adwoada ekopa memene that is Monday to Saturday nti next Saturday mofra na nko school ubetumi di omaba clinic na ye examine wo mo because mofra no de more time no say bibi eto wo mo a ya na omotai hide nti ansa na obehu say bibi aka oba ne se no na ne se nyina na asai Gentleman Dental Clinic bibia efa esihu bia ye examination and consultation service ho ye teeth replacement ye teeth whitening different cosmetic dentistry ni nyina oba Gentleman Dental Clinic ye bi ho but Sergio ene me focus on teeth whitening no ye cosmetic dentistry no impe bebre no aya ye ka teeth whitening na ya na enkofo adwen om say oh say woko dental clinic akwai to say the woko tenase na ye twitwu sia ma na ye white no that's not how it is eye niema bebre na ma obi esen ebetumi adescala ana kala no ebetumi asesa alcohol eye one nti nipa bia onom ensa alcohol ensa no etumi discala oseno ena a food bia ye die to say aduane a enwo oil palm oil ana say anwa enum ni those things no ni nyina tumi edescala yeseno sunsun so oh yes because ejo unse say oh white shirt no ni fufuro mu no ya na ani no ebapa but with time fin na usi no ebedrum bebi no na ne white no na edum kakra sa na esen no so esitie enti se esen no edum a na chese bibi na akoso na esen no layers enti the outer layer no your friend no enamel no eno na ye the hardest human body part den sen dompe enti na enamel etumi bo kase mu no enti se bibia ebesi outer part of the teeth bia no se penetrate a either se ebe discala no enti enuane a yedi drinks bi ti se sobolo minka se jainom enom ne cafe no ne ade no ni nyina e discala yese no but se esia ubetumi agbere teeth whitening na etumi ama ose no aye fita ti se de wankasa onidi soda no enti se eba no sa no a ubon se ese no afi afa nanim onyam no efra utumi siri ewo nipa mo confidence no etumi eba enti se wanye ne sa ubon se fe de bedum bebi no na ose no na eye kokko na afi aye bi as a brown bi enum ni ade and apart from that no so
black man de chemso
black man ye chiao se ju so chiao
beso me de tene ba
all right enti se jo enamel no eno na eye the outer covering but in pebebre ni ye neglect it because eye the hardest human body part ninti no bibi eto enamel na nye animanimu ya na in fact insunsanso no eba obi te se obi a otawi dompe ana ade a eden wo do tsi etu nsa obi okra otumi tu nsa no ase agro na se edidadenu na okeka bi na se omoamo no sa we mu nyina activity nyina e ya ade a etumi ma crack eba enamel ni mu
ye show nipam
sa enti se crack no eba enamel no mu a na afi atiesi dentin ni mu dentin is the second layer of the teeth na eho no so no eden kakra chain the next layer which is pulp no but eno no nso aso ede ba ne se uyo bi a o brush wo sen na wuti unya teeth sensitivity wo sen no efemfem wa e kire wo se a free problem na free enamel no akọ dentin ni mu eti dentin ni de onya problem bia ne reaction ni ye se e wo se o ma wo teeth sensitivity e ma wo se no efemfem wo eti wudi abrobe na wo se femfem wo udi anka any ade bi ekuta high acidic content bia no na ma wo se no efemfem wo e kire wo se the problem is not enamel ni biem atiesi dentin ni mu na Sergio dentistry ho the more na problem no e free the outer covering which is the enamel no call the next layer no na se e ka wo bebo problem no ho no na eno nso so kosoro because e ka wo bebo wo enamel ho no enye the same e ka no eti obi won mabo se wonya ntokro cavities ehihye ne sinu bu ntokro ededem a penetrate enamel no enkakra etisi dentin ni mu a dentin no reaction na edebema no eno so no enhyada nye den a ebetumi a stop problem no the best thing is to be called a dentist. Gentleman Dental Clinic, your Bantama, Abepo Junction.
your number is 055 913 9582. It is say you say a banner sa ubon say when to me and see ano problem na no kwan cavity eye 1 cracks eye 2 enti entokro na abede dem e paiko na ent na ho because bacteria omo yanum no eniti unse utwitwi use ana wo brush enwumre se den when the bibia bi but sorry anopa no na still ascent e wo num e kire say oral bacteria no omo activate overnight time our body no aye relax no sa time no be ye adwuma it be sorry anopa no no anya nsunsuaso no e wo num tell say wo sign e brushing enti e kire say time bia no activity bi e cause by the oral bacteria no otisi pulp ni ma that is the dangerous part of it your opportunity ni say nyese pese e bo amanfo hu but the ye can say pulp no it is the engine of the teeth a living organism enti it is enipa akoma enti any insunsuaso bi ase ese no be ye den se ese no be ye den no a pulp no and a reaction to wo call kasa ohwe ne sianim se ya wo say na ase ba ku bi ehyem na ase aye brown bi na ase aye eno kire wo say
regret me yiba
exactly sa eno kire wo say bibia koso wo pulp nim because ese no aye kokko but this time round ase when demu different if you say pulp no bo no ase ntokwa ana accident bi no onyaye ebi obi born blow ana ohiti bibi pulp na ehyem no e blast it me pai e pai na abo apete esenimu eno no bibia ni ho a ye betumi aye wo ho bi the only thing that you betumi aye and say you be RCT and root canal therapy ni say you be hwe wo sinimu no eno kra no gisi nya x-ray report no na yetumi hu where exactly na ye yi natural pulp no e de afrim na the artificial one ashim ye the artificial one shim na che say akoma no ye say heart transplant no na che say ya create artificial pulp the living organism for the teeth no e de ahye ho e de amount still and to me ma wo se no enye white agi say ye crown no ana ye PFM a friend porcelain fused metal e de be hye so na ane color no aba be pepepe eti esen ya de a ye mfa ni agro se o pulp no ho techi ma obi ma bo se etimi ma wafono no say last week obi ba clinic na afunu say nyina ahono enti I was say doctor e ka kire ni say o de no to drugs so na antibiotics ne boa no na etumi atwetwe ho no nyina ansana yetumi atache ho ase ye surgery bi ho apart from that bibia ni obetumi aye because o tissue no ana o nerve no wo o se pulp no achi no moja nso so efa ho di fulsane ekobonkum fa nipadua no mu nyina infection na oral bacteria no spread wo ho no it means spread it back into the other parts of your body it will kum really yes Esin. Ekum pa.
I see.
Yes. Enti say utna ho na wo problem e wo enamel no that is the outer covering and ka say minti pain. Be hu judgment dental clinic yen for procedure mu na yen stop no because it could do dentin no ne tisi pulp ni mu a. In fact nsunsuaso a ebetumi e de abrel no e yen nsunsuaso a in fact ano odin. Your number is 055 913 9582. If you are watching me Accra, your branch is 2. You will Nungwa Lorry Station, where you Apostolic Church in the opposite El Market Nechi. Oko Domi Kwabenya Atomic Down Roundabout, no so Judgment Dental Clinic, your branch no be Techiman, your magazine, a Mampusi line, a whole and a Judgment Dental Clinic, your Koforidia, your Central Police Station, no. And a bon who pay takrade your banchase Tadisco down former GN Bank wa aflawo main high street no de kobo down no ye Eco Bank and with the same building oko tamale ye tushigu ye post office no na direct opposite problem bia eba e wo sin hu bia no me no ka se wo hu sa problem ni bi e bia wo ba bi wo fast unua bi nafono ahono eye esen no e na kofa sa problem ni because problem ni say Joe on say esen no yankopon nim die no e hye o jobo ni mu wa pantai kasa ni mu na esen tua de ye hu no de eye kakra bi but e woyie e ko akiri na de ye hu ni say infection ni bi ho no ma en static free enamel no e static free o se no eto ho inside ho no say ho na infection ni free body a enu na eye the dangerous part enti eno de ye hu ebi a wo bet na ho by the time I will be realize no wanim ni wafun nyina na achia Gentleman Dental Clinic say ena no pay ye da so ho ene ubetumi ni bofra no aba hwehwe ye kira kwan na ye nhwe wo kira kwan ye qualified doctors and nurses I can assure you a problem bia e face ho bia no numbers no
ba ho aba be hunu
sa
na we die ene obi anase mfoni bi na mehwe Debbie, ude nyabotre. You who say the missing can have a jango for. Move services no so serious from reception. We say, hey, we are serious. We are serious. We are serious.
Kati across your branches.
Oh, okay.
We are serious. Across your branches.
We are serious. But I'm going to manage my pa. I'm going to phone.
Sergio. Say we were problem bi na opese of Gentleman Dental Clinic. Me sorry obetumi afre me na ya twetwe enkomo no. Teeth whitening is very important. Enti bra na yenye oseno fita emfama na say e bia upe nchiremu bia se bi se bibi kire wadwen a me pagya me mu a starting a frame. Gentleman Dental Clinic number is 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 and I'll bet my friend 0549 906 588 0549 906 588 Yedamasi
yenso yebedamasi pa osemen trauma bibikura ento oseno ansa wa kan ho na ko na kwan bia so benya wode enso ewo ho Gentleman Dental Clinic omo ye serious people masoma hwe na majimodi preoccupé. All right. Yebeto so de amamo Kessben television yenhwe messages kakra bi andika mbeba na ono so de ne kakra ba na fei yewura enra nsema hodo ekoso emra Honorable Minister for Sports and Recreation ono so oba eyensrahwe ewo eya Asante Kotoko asoye ni pole abusuafo enso asoye nyame ya adoma kwasiada ebe ochina and a Heroes Park pole ne 1 week no enso ebeba so yemfanto ya adwene so Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hatchofok are making significant efforts to enhance the Ghana Premier League. However, it is concerning that some smaller clubs, often linked to acts of hooliganism, are undermining these activities or undermining these initiatives. Notably, many of these clubs are affiliated with the current Ghana Football Administration, raising concerns about bias and vested interests. Such a system of governance driven by personal and political affiliations rather than merit continues to hinder the growth and competitiveness of Ghanaian football. To improve the league's overall performance, there is a need for transparency, professionalism, and a commitment to genuine development. Cologne, Germany, and so Abreye. Over Chipuin Bibi Kakran Sana Yako. Honorable and soon send some no so na. Yes, sir.
Say you kitwa bi on ball send some.
Okay.
Me meje di say clubs no omunya abotre kakra because I think say near Kotoko ni has akabo menye. Say you ye ni ye mu a omonka so mo be benefit.
Yeah.
Because if you are able to put all the security measures in place, na say you obia ko stadium no felicifa. Say you e be ma obia ko matoniyem. Apart from that, since integrity bag game now, we can easily convert the game into cash. Ghana Premier League brand na bafom Seju. Brand no form. And these are the things I bema brand na basoro. As ye copy sponsorship bema ya succeed.
Okay.
And a lot of sponsors more free Ghana Premier League.
Yeah.
Because what is there to show to them?
Yeah.
To convince them say omo bebi omo sisika eba be shegim.
Yeah.
In as much as say yes, some of the clubs omo so mo boka, but say you omo nya abutre ye league na e so ba fufaso a say you omo na be bo omo me metimi bi say omo say ya na yen omo hwe ye football no say you yen football na e koso no omo ye mo nhye omo say you omo ye mo nhye omo ma players na omo bo clubs no because I see say Ghana Premier League say you even though you can say professional league but say you ain't professional league. So I see it. Me who is say and you professional. Because obi bo league na nisika afi obo we afi no sa start life or restarting life, said you. Then what's the profession? Where is the profession in this?
Okay.
Because say oh, you're professional. Oh, you see, you may be a professional. Whoa, you know what bra on that.
Yeah.
When you say oh yeah, and no one obey, but say you, people football we are saying also restarting life.
Yeah.
Omo mbenya, omo mbenya lucky kwan so be obekọ abruchiri.
90% echo.
Ano kra.
Let's do we say in that chance echo outside Ghana ko bobo.
Sejo nti ya na mitimi.
We will have here now be shabra boss.
Yes, Sejo.
The ball in the amount.
Yes, as I said Mr. Kofi Champo momo mo ye buhwe mo.
As a Kofi mo ye buhwe mo.
Yes, with regards to say the players, you know, here treat you more and how things have been going on in this country. Okay. As I said league near professional, na player be comfortable to stay in Ghana here. Imagine say you the niema guakom security in place, BPI in place. Na brand ne cost na ye discover na each player betime at least it means $500 for a start. Now utimi share kakra boni brawa ha. So you bedu baby, you so betime possible say you so bet your players ka $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in Ghana. Yeah, possible.
Yes.
Because other countries in Africa are doing it. Yes. Some of the football people muka say your economy no count. But say Joe, we are the 9th richest economy in Africa.
I see.
We are the 9th largest economy in Africa. West Africa, we Nigeria are the 2nd.
Oh.
But some of the Rwandans and then Tanzanians are doing it. Then why not us?
You think Togo ko bo
professional football. Aden.
Ghana for Mali ni Burkina.
Yes, Seju. And Ethiopia player cohort 3,000, 4,000.
Also West Africa, we in Nigeria.
Yes, you know the second largest economy in West Africa. Wow. We Nigeria free. Wow. In the whole of Africa, we are Debbie. Moye league ni ya brand no be kosoro. Ghana for people. Sergio Sasamo penny hini. You be here in the story. Imagine Sika or spending around $500,000.
Now that's what the $500,000.
Or say, oh, idea how you're going for a canuka bet made $1 million. Yes. So imagine, and yet time I subia sao. Now or him pomu or yep or make it this investment. Not just or Jimmy Pama game no. See ye na ye na ebenya so mfaso.
Amanfo ni ji ho.
Yes, Ejo.
Eye kakra ye akaba esima aduasa na me pagya me mu. Ese Andy Subam kakra na fe ye ko honorable Kofi Adams sense. Nya sade a enka na sasa mohene.
Yes.
Ni nema hodo a oya Kessben ye de ye cameras no ko na ho ene ni ko di nkomo no ke be kire kakra ready am ye hwe kakra. Good morning, sir. This is my suggestion. Kumasi Santiago fans should stop following the team in away games, including the fans who are in that town. All we need is protection for the team, and no other team followers should follow their teams to Kumasi. For all of us to witness how Asante Kotoko is important to those smaller clubs. Tommy Nedi free Accra Abreye.
Accra never grow amen correct.
Amen correct.
Away team
away team no supporters. In actually, na mo how important Kotoko they had to focus. Andy in Yenro, yes. Yes. And I mean straight away in Kuti. Of course. Yes. Nanadiano. All right. Mama yeni kan enko honorable Kofi Adams na yenti ensimo de tudwa ewo menhia na area na yaba ohimpon enso de no aso. Honorable Kofi Adams dey na ready am yenti kakra.
Yeni kan te yenya regional minister ekan
yenti
Bible yeni bibia ti Yen President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or the Ejumabi Ashe Yensa. The Ejumanu into me sorry, so I say, yeah, Yabe Ejumanu, yeah, if you to send any Aquancheria, Ebebua, Ama, and among between A to B. The Bibia Niho. This Yaba Unaiso Ababeji Sa Antreni Afutusen. So that na Yenipse Ye Kwa na Ye Papa Ye Bibia na Yechi. Ene Enuna Nanu Fida Ena yetiki yen oath say yeba ministers of state. It's not to say, oh no, we train 2 weeks, 3 weeks and sana baba years because nana bibia yen sports bibia kwa kweseno a very challenging situation na yewum na you say akwanchira wo dey my bibia yediswa ye my nimia why from the time of late President Rawlings through President before President Mills, late President Mills, and then President Mahama, President Akufo Adams, so President Mahama, Uti Yenti, Ene, Oye ni o se Oye no, Nkupon esa di tumi na ye den ama. Ni se ye bawo nan so na wo kire ye na ye di year ye football any sports no so na e betumi aye den apija bio because sports ya bia ko yi so a ema enijeba ku ema ede ne hu business so ede kuntu so bebre ede ba ku bet kwa it say nansia entisa so say opini eyiye so yenhwe za area no so na esefata say me enemy penny for a me won be yiduma supported by no less a club but Kumasi Asante Kotoko Kasa because Oka football wasem whether Ghana or West Africa or Africa with me club and film because Enameso be a key fan and a key supporter and a key follower of activity. And I say the babeji in some shram any futu sema ebe boye ama Nanti FIFA ede nhihye bebre aba nhihye ninti ema aban nsae wo nyama bi mu a na ayedi nso minim se wodi e obetimi a kire space a eda ho a ye fa ebeboa ye nyina na at a very critical point no de bi akwenya beba obefre ye nyina na watu yefu ama ye kwan a ye fa so no Ghana sports besa sorry ejina the night so the way na ewo those glory days and things ye baya na ma enu na ebiya minia akai mi ewo asema isi na no so atre na entisa na enyesa no ko se eba after the May disaster in 2001 anka kwa kwete se ye dia grow fortunately no akoba no sa adie ba ko a e kan say His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama waka say obi biara e fa ne so e ma sa bie no e ba ye justice will be done yemma enkoda hosa maybe ebiesi that in some other form young yen the way I was saying ye eno na ma ebi menya drew up or more yet to the point to say in Akoban the way on behalf of President Mahama, any the sports ministry, any Ghana for you now, the sharing Kessben, say you say a bino, any of mine, you make each Abua, Yanana, and Shishabia, or the better for the processes.
Okay, Honorable Kofi Adams. Nsema odi eto opem so anim no. Afi yentie nana otumfo say tu yentie nsema no so di tudwa enra.
Football no there. There what protocol there aro ko se ba.
So
Neba doctor. Mi ma ba ana no ko fa me ba ko fi so abra mi.
So.
Minister, so we know back and no for on the back. Velas, na brother, plus about that.
Kwaba. Said them see you no.
Yo.
I'm car so dey do am no me nya ejide Saudi.
Yo. Minister, to what says go do nene. So we go see no one Brazil no. But anybody so the more. Go mujidie so we pass on aye.
minimum no na say would be a chance out in a common nation.
Jean, no one's from no. Say, maybe I saw us out of my dinner. It is here, money.
Say, you may be a chance, so obey it.
Jean, so the also sort of listen say, obey it, and you can say about that.
A good day, Ghana, play football.
Jean, come. So a good day, Ghana, I play football one a day, never so. So we will be count.
Ghanaian inter-colleges school year. Football, so near Bobby inter-colleges. Colano, you need to make a high jump.
It was the same. The college is for a and say, high jump, and make a true football in Nara. Not say, but also in a yet actually.
You know, I couldn't put your piano or tunes on my friends. I was there then, I go walk perfectly not to be. As soon as I yeah, not to know because I give me referring now. Sports to be no. Was educated before this is not your post stadium. A pig here when we Unimericano too. Joe, the scarf reaction to track and the stadium travel coach and no better coach. Joe, you put it the ye, you do so worry. And so, the man, away in the car. Joe, 1968 was 69. Yeah, quite. Or the idea, because we're defense. Joe. Now would track him when go a pop no was says he are no renew because now school students inquire near G. The near any said Yabako. Joe now intercolleges school football in here talents. The every one all and I was happy and we in the perfume. Joe and I in the bar. Can they say yeah? Large the friends say Grusano, Aston Villa, Abrochating and near the attitude. Aston Villa, we near Bono Park, you saw. Joe, I won't see ye in Colani before near the corner. Joe, students and also one and you almost near the near Sanko. Joe, Micah Hay no near to Ricky, Rosa Seed one Rica from school, in Echo. Joe, short put near Nina. And then in article, tennis, India Nibi, Atramani bin and no ya, and so call an article prime and TV. Joe, Sherman in Ampeja, Joe, Bassa, a Boama Adisiaco, school in a Cosupon said Adisio, Bian super sweet yet, Bibi me who's on soon in Bibi. Joe, not adding come and couple months over. Joe, demonstration in it was a stadium no be a receive a posted and never co park with Wakobo. Joe, nothing talent in me. Joe, Ghana group, you could to make a goal near short put near when I dance on a football. Joe, football. See, with the money, if it is a the colleges near the school. A school picture, junior high school, no sports, we won't see any talent in the floor. And the Bebo may assign to me a development. And Tessa, and I say so, baby, I'm by Canicra and the stadium in Nipak, Cassette, Samudio, and so near. And I said, they are quite said, we need stadium on to me. Division school, you two make kick, this year, and you will do over 400 meters. You graduated 100 years as a turn and never of care 100 meters. John, intimate sense, she said, we were not buying so many names who secured the mouse and from John, entity Pajana, sports in our Belma, talent to Opa, I bet me any idea. That Bruching and Crofoco, near more scholarship, no could to make our object. John school. Then also in a possibility. It's all she said here. Now, and yeah, football no there. The protocol there, area was a bath. Joe, you could dear grown will be called with a kind. As one person. They say a brand ya sheda say ye ko won sika
Joe
nti message say hwehwe mu bi e wo say ye bia nye na obi antimi mfa tumi nhyɛ nsɛm saa
Joe
nkokum ni
Joe
eso ni mfa so
Joe
wadre ne nkwa sɛ deɛ hunt nti mmara wɔ sɛ mmara yɛ adwuma na sɛ bia fa so ɛbaa yɛ bia yɛnhwɛ sɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtie nipa no nipa hu sɛ wontumi yɛte ɔma yɛ mmara wɔ mu na yɛkɔbɔ football no obi kɔ no akɔ gyina hɔ de sekan wɔ no na bɛpem nɛ nti nipa no korɔ wɔ bɛpem nɛ yɛmhunu sɛ ade mmara ni a ɔsɛ yɛfim ɔwa ofi ɔnni akorɔ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛkye no nɛ ne kyerɛ obiara nka sɛ si stadium sɛ si abɔnten wakum nipa football nso na nam a wode pie yɛ ayɛ ɛkyɛn biba no ahwere no nkwa woyɛ kɔlɛ ne maame no ahwere ɛnyɛ bi ɛbɛfa so bia me yɛnkatakata so ɛnkɔ fam ne yɛhwɛ na yɛnkye wo ni akorɔ ne yɛmu sa sɛ deɛ nti na wɔkɔyɛ saa ne mmara no nyina adwuma na ɛnte saa yɛgyaa mu saa pɛ ɛbɛyɛ ɛna refri piepie no nso ne nkontompo nso ma ɔni nkɔ ho na ɔmo nyɛ ne nyinaa ɛnyɛ ho na ɛma ntɔkwa no baaba akansie de yɛbɔ na de obi ɔbɛwe no awe ɛnyɛ kɔtɔkɔ anaa bibi de ɔbɛwe bia ɔbɔ ne yie no ɔwe awe na sɛ refri nso pie no bɛbɔ pie na yi wɔ efiri nso nkontompo saa deɛ no sɛ house me kyinkyin a mema house nkɔ nti house foɔ yi wɔ ahia ne nti wabɔ abɛnya sɛ wobɛ wɔkɔhyɛ kora no ayɛ dabi anaasɛ sɛ nyɛ ne kwa nti ne nyinaa ne ɔmu nka na yɛnhwɛ sɛdeɛ bɛsi ayɛ na faifafoɔ ne yɛde de akyire me frɛ mu a na yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ ne yɛho kwan bɛfa so ɛno nso asɛ football no ayɛ mmɔmmraa kakra obi ntumi nkɔ aban so na ɛbɔ ho ka na mpɔ ho ka so asɛm ka ho asɛm ɛdeɛ ɛsisi sɛm sɛ ɛso deɛ ne sɛ ɛdeɛ mu nkɔkɔ mu sika nyɛ ɛsisi sɛm saa deɛ nyɛ nti no nso nyina aduru hɔ a ne yɛatra dɛm ne yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ so woyɛ ne yɛ bɛma Ghana nso akɔ n'anim na sɛ sports no ɛde nka mo bɔ ba papapapa ɛduru hɔ a yɛnim obiara sɛ politics ɛno asɛ yɛdi first yɛawe ne Black Star fo awe waba no so Black Star nso ma yɛnkɔ yɛnim yɛnim agu ase koraa nti na mma obiara nkɔ mfafa player biara fa technical people papa no mu hwɛ player papa no na yɛ saa no a ne yɛnya player papa a ɔbɛbɔ na obiara de ne player kɔdo ɛnyɛ kɔtɔkɔ sɛ maka atwɛ sɛm deɛ menim player biara sɛ deɛ mɔtete no ɔbɛbɔ nko a mma obiara mfa obiara ma sɛ ma wɔnkɔbɔ na ɛnyɛ yie nti saa na yɛma na ɛnyɛ yie na yɛhyɛ yɛ ne a ne nyinaa werɛ aho nti yɛkɔɔ ha yi sɛ yɛ nu baabi a ne ate ahwɛ Kofi Adams ɛnyɛ na ɔni nkɔ ho na yɛ die ma na players papa na yɛ nti wobɛtumi a wode mu sɛ wote sɛ kuta gyina wɔsɔ bi mu a so ɔgyina mu a sɛ saa no meba no no dadadada wobɛtumi dana sɛ yɛhyia no yɛbɛbɔ mpaeɛ ama no
okay ɔpem soɔ ɔtumfoɔ ɔsɛe tutu the second nana nyankwadaa kɔ so a wonhyira wonyɛ wo kɛse na ɔma ahoɔden ne yɛkɔduro okay nana ka nsɛm fa biribiaa ho wɔ Ghana ha o ɔka athletics ɔka football ɔka boxing ɔka nsɛm pii ɔba owie ɔba football ɛka Black Stars asɛm okanya ka referees nko a nsɛm ɛnyɛ pole wo no ɛno de ɔsɛ ɛnim anim yɛ na ne kyerɛ yɛ yɛnkyi Achilles na Akila no ɛmfa no ɛmra na ɔsɛ Kofi Adams ɛde sɛ kuta gyine ɔsɔ de mu ɛdi ɔhwɛ na ɔnyɛ bibia ɛmfa ɛman referees ɔsɛ referee pepepe ne nkontompo wow Andy mɔyɛmra hɔ na yɛhwɛ nsɛm no
Juna arafo sɛ me wo mu ne sɛ otumfo kura ate nkontompo a ɛwɔ referee mu na nkontompo na referees manager ne di kan sɛ ɔno de kura to nkwanta ɔma pai na ne nsɛm ɔkoka na top radio no was evident enti sɛ yɛhyɛ aseɛ na sɛ yɛse ye pesi giant contemporary poor officiating or referee mu didi anka so and I was here starting free. But you know, Papa no tene baby din asembian ko bo ne pono asembian fan ho obian kan asem, and he's enjoying his moments because if you know and they tired the chiman yes it is the reason why he's still at post. And you lead by example, and the man is not leading by example. Who we now the Bafema poor officiating there? I think it's you know it is something that what football ni munina, including the leaders and the leadership. Adiatum say idea cause we game referees are you know almost man of the match ahodo. Referees are almost share that essay games. Referees are almost 80 teams to win. Referees are penning for be school to say the last time Mickey Becca you know. Inti nya that quality officiating, that top level officiating. Adi ebe mi nya quality players, ye be na worthy winners. Adi ema ye be mi nya certain consistent materials within the league. Sani man nyina me say. Fans are on park because of officiating. You know you fancy be ba ko park view because almost say referees for na ba almost score line e ba. Inti no matter the kind of football abebo bia no ense sache. Inti otumfo e de dade na boso pepepe. Say referees amutie. Nobody is saying obia ye perfect. No. You can get bad days. And to the BOR situation no create me ma osesa niema. Agreed. But the consistent mistakes are be show and consistently will be change this score line for teams. Now be 80 teams to win. Obey a hatchet job for certain clubs. Obey a hatchet job for certain leaders. That is why I can say officiating is very poor. Now she league na airborne. You need sponsorship. You need TV rights. Sani man na kabum dia babe dru senne. Untimin ko bi ho say omna no ma sponsor league because poor officiating e by circulate. E ko be bia o wi ase. To the level of Yejinabo Park no so bobol ye fa fun frɛ panisi ento aso ana yai. Na fans and so to bro referees. Na fans shit referees. Na referees ni be dey show omo because class no ma ba be kasa. Nti o do tun force re obi a say officiating no enye e wo fem. Yama over 20 referees badges. But we say FIFA badge na ye diama referees. Ye kasa ye won. Do we trust those FIFA referees? No. You know. Yen trust referees na ye di FIFA badge samom no. Ye hu so kodi match na ye yam di awi. Ye hu se referee kodi match in score line that. Ye ti se referee kodi match we club we referee no. Ye work certain clubs within the Ghana Premier League on more referees. So going forward, see son. Now say ye make amendment. Ye call it for better security measures. Ye call it set pitches no ye pitch papa di abobola. General reference someone turning into a new leaf. Monsesa na mu say ye game no. Eno ni ade a otumfo etie kira. Ono so observe what dey ba. Ye change bibia. Ye change bibia. Let's not rush. Enye no player people say am say ye bebobo nda be na am say da bi. We cry 5 months ye ntua oka. Nti munya more ball. Sit back and relax. Na yen tutu nyama ansa na game no. Je no yetimi abebo team na obo no je no yintu omuka for some months. Nti onto no boas no ntena chi. Ball agba yintu aka opre ho akwa akwa dey. And na yen put proper measures in place. Minister say on the FA, on the NSA, on the club licensing, they need to go round. Reassess the pitches. Ye do to one yetimi abo. Si ye benya 4 penny the ababa spot on. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, you know. Boni biedi. Yenyim tum na yem si yenya venue 4. Na yenya sponsorship $1 million na $2 million. Eye TSC ye benya venue makoma 20. Na the pia quarter quality. After ye tembu to ni jesi ma club na mu bosi. But those are the basics. So what team na team to boot team to jesi that team ye dey. Enti general clubs class na obiana din na yem put measures in place. And ka ye kan na ka general CCTV cameras na ka mu install it. Na ka mu twa e de ba to social media na mo de broadcast so obi anhwe CCTV na ye se install any install ye de no na hu sa so ma si na obenti o dwane ko ha we dwane ko ha ye hu ne dada be ko akokyene de na ba but ye nya install kura nwie di ade no a football ni nanuru ho say ye ba bebo now government opem so kan bibi say na ban na etu no sika gu mo se mo nkasa you know em say no American ha say people can say Dr. Mr. Honorable Kofi Adams is talking too much, fine. But the one can make me know on your body.
Mamifa Bernard, I'm over John to a message or the Abrami in Tremnafi as a referee as I'm now President Brekum Chelsea Football Club. I say good morning, Sejo. My frustrations in our Ghana Premier League is all about officiating. We need to collectively hire referees from our neighboring countries. That department of our football is terribly corrupt. Okay. Bernard Amufa Jantua, President Brekum FC.
Okay, Chairman. Also, can you offer referees
from Brekum Chelsea FC? Yeah.
Okay, Chairman. Referees are what Ghanaian club administrators mo bia bribe. Mo bia ntwi obi school fees. Ma pani bia wo soro bia AD referee bia so nkodi match ma we. Ma obi an nkodi match mo mfa kakra obenya nkosoro hot se dia dana referee du poku kan. Na obi anya bribe tuya. Dino akolina krama e okroma.
Mama mfa hwe envelopes mu ma.
Obedi amane nkodi baby.
Kala no
obedi amane nkodi baby.
Kala so TNT bia.
TNT bia hotel.
Una mo de ma omo.
Refikala so we ya no mo che envelope for o se a gift a bribe and no refikala ni let's go according to omo je enti chama mamon fa hwe ma referee bia ma club alaji grusa during the commission of inquiry o say wo we club administrator untwa bribe ma referee ne sorry obi antimi ansori. That was the commission of inquiry, the Jamafe commission of inquiry. Opia or club administrator be antimi ansori.
Referee corrupt. No be na could chase Kamanuntra.
Intina am say
Jai ref no when one see the crowd before the game. I am some
yes. Omo mucha bet no so bet no mucha oboni clubs na hye ho. Referee for no mucha bet no. Omo ne clubs na hye ho. Omo ne players na hye ho. Enti mamuma referee bia iska. Mamun coupe hotel ma obia. Ono aba omra medi ni match. Me say Nicola Rosoli mu ne Roberto Rosette bu obi okrom ha. But said the muti show move di matches no.
Your referee sir, there's a leg say first cut or a home bet.
Yes. First corner. First yellow card.
First corner they bet me you know.
Okay.
Oh, now you hope you but first yellow card, first red card.
Yes.
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 Maybe I'm the music.
On the uncle penalty bia no aka say bia or big referee kweti no. Yellow card. Because yellow card, how many times you ever bet na aka say oh referee yellow card will show player will deserve and now deserve. Incident be bring about say penalty a foul. Bob will be inside referee be show. But yellow card the entire go viral.
It will be cool be pa on because you want come foul.
Yes.
Obi dia ye ketu e na ko so yellow card.
And on the to try. It yesre. Chama club administrators in a committee. Now clubs you come on begiji bibia crisis from na promotion and demotion na say referees if we had to control bibia. Into general referees dey start from top e be see ase. Say you guys see edi wo mo a. General me say referee be dey bi ni kroma. Marcus Mek mo nyina bi wa. Dr. Felix Bridge mo ha. Go back na ko he be say what you ko in the areas. You know. Police ni bia no match on be no we on nam nipa nim sa na woko nti omo nim di na enema e push omo no ene enema di omo atini adamudi e kura omo no eno ntina mo omo nim ye. Now on the issue of I spend your be kasem eno dey also be adi too.
Yeah.
Say me sorry ah
otu for kan
say di no ah me ti wa wo ba ogosko a na otu e fees o na man is kedidi o ya dey ah okotwe dance ba no one pass I say onye di kasem nti Honorable Kofi Adams o kasemu a odi kasa otu ado nsem no nkoso anka otu ado hia Honorable support ansa na otimi a chad. Besides that, otu ado had the full support of the former minister. He had the full support of the GFA. He had the full support of Ghanaians. What happened during our qualifiers for the AFCON 2025? He failed. It is a new Mr. Dr. Prosperity the example also will be the Honorable Kofi Adams there no. Kotoko food nyina so onya ade pole na memfa ne kransie said you see ball Dr. Prosper na techi wo Kotoko ne Lagos City game no na nya sem keto a but o say ha so an pole na akofa ne si ne ko ho Commander Griffith ha said you almost see them na say onya ade omo pam no onya ade the whole Kotoko leadership circuit for na no mdi Prosper na techi no omo nyina ka so wasa aduana mate krom ma ne nkobi but you know today Prosper na is a hero of Kotoko omo ka so onya ade na meaning say a lot of people will say na nkeni kwa so omo ka oye panimu adenti na ompam no we had the same discussion then na pen krabe pam na ompam no oye pani eni kwa so kojina ni pem eni kwa so cautious fans na chi there be ene after the game against Aduana Stars Kotoko enya omo renaissance it is because omo ma Prosper ya we say wanyere no ho he will be fired Eric Ten Hag Man United 4 years omo be pam na no has win trophies no has win. So sometimes there should be a little push from the leadership. And the Bema coach na set up. Into Otoado, who's a minister. Nenyamana all can hear results. We are very demanding. Ghana should be at the World Cup 2026. Into Nyane Kasana all can Otoado perform. So for me, spot on from Honorable Kofi Adams. Your technical team need a general team for the Ashim. Young competitive technical team, Papa.
Never we are singing no sign and there because
Mon technical team, Papa now mon sality players are boy idea. You know, Nananim said over under 17, 20, 23 now. And penning for teams from one or your mobile.
Yadi Ebesia, Nanyame Ayaduma, Edrada. Asan atwaso ebiom nana kwasi akoko jamfi ene eye o birthday nana akwasi akoko jamfi ene your birthday mama wish you happy birthday abusuani nyina so mo wish you happy birthday titru Emmanuela opoku apia o mame also wish you happy birthday nyame onyo kese wate na oma oyokoduro onshira na bibia wo ye bia no nyame omano nye kama pa Emmanuela opoku apia ena ne ba ene abrantie kuya duchumwa ufiewura ye mistake bia se no bese etu no okay enye ehonko a mame mfa we so entwato andi wo bi o wo de senka ye mpon kra ne wo ye bia mfa ma okay and then so ye Benjamin Manu Ochre Benjamin Manu Ochre na also birthday una oye overall boss oye general boss ewo Has Petroleum Oil Company anafi Speedflow Oil Company oye penimpa me pa cho Foster as you always show happy birthday. Okay Andy
Felix Akuwa is CEO of Ohene Wa Educational Complex. Our Ampami number 2. Anita Ewo UK or say over show. Happy birthday. Nankupo Insha no nyokese.
Okay. Samuel also uwa wager block factory akra da sepa ene nsema hodo amode ebre yen ntimi ankan ni nyina benifo hodo amode messages eba ya yentimi ankan ewo dwumai so no yesremo momfa nchen nyame yadma Watara Mamuda crossed in UK Watara mesaka message no na emra makwan ama manhwem yadamu nyina se Kofi Toronto Canada yensaka wo so message no nyame yadma